Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome back to hashtag SonJX. Today is July 17, 2023. It's 15 minutes until the last concept photos of version 2 comes out. And so, yesterday's photos, it's just unavoidable that I eventually see them. But like how it was last time, I didn't see them clearly. So during this time, we're gonna see them clearly together, and not really my first time seeing them, but kinda, okay? But at least the ones that will be released today, we'll be seeing it for the first time today. Welcome, Sarah. Sarah, your attendance record is amazing as always. I'm good. I'm good. She asked me, how was my day and how am I feeling? It's going okay. It's going okay. Actually, I was feeling really tired at 8 p.m. and so I'm like, why am I feeling, not tired. I was feeling sleepy. That's more accurate. I was feeling sleepy at 8 p.m. I'm like, what's going on with me at 8 p.m.? But then again, I think my monthly visitor is like really messing things up for me. And so the thing is, these days I can't sleep until like 2 to 3 a.m., which is really bad, I know, but I'm trying to fix it. And so I'm thinking, I think it is good that I'm feeling sleepy now, and hopefully I can go to sleep at an appropriate time and also wake up at an appropriate time. So after we finish this live together, I'm gonna go straight to bed. Hopefully my sleep routine will be okay. But if not, oh well. But at least I'm gonna try. But regardless, I should not be sleeping this early, And so, yeah, let's just have some chat and photo watching together, and then let's go. And yeah, I mean, everything's just going okay for me. Shopping wise, still going okay for me these days. Um, yeah, that's it to say. Yeah. I definitely sound sleepy as well. So yeah, that's just for you guys to know, and we'll get going soon. Yeah, cheer as always. You guys, attendance record is amazing. Hey, as always. Guys, stop it. I don't know, guys. You guys will never stop it, but yeah, whatever. Okay. Anyways, Lou. Hey, Lou. She says hello, fellow Son X Che lovers. Yes, we all love them, of course. Welcome, Lulu. I was wondering if you wake up early. I don't know. You're the days when you're awake or not is just always fascinating to me. But Lulu, happy that you're here. So let's get right into it, okay? Because I technically kind of already saw the ones from yesterday. So let's get right into it because you guys, cues are good. Let's just get right into it, okay, girlfriend? We're gonna girlfriends. Let's get right into it, okay? So as you guys know, this was my favorite from version 1, so that's why this is the thumbnail for today. Now let's see what was posted yesterday. Like, I kind of saw them already, but now for the first time I can see them more clearly. It's only 2 photos. Oh, or as in it shows here only, wait, it's 3 because I'm tired. Okay, so you guys who came late, I'm feeling sleepy right now, even though it's not 10 p.m. yet. But yeah, just keep in mind I'm sleepy, but we're gonna get through this, and then I'm gonna go straight to bed. All right, so there's 3. Wait, can you guys see that? What I'm talking about? Okay, yeah. So there's 3. Let's see the first one. So it should be like Seonu. Yeah. It says here, yeah, Seonu, Hyungwon, and then Seonu X Hyungwon. Okay, Seonu versus gosh. Okay, let's go. Okay. So version 2, yeah. Why are they on a boat? I don't know. Okay. I don't know, but he looks cool. Okay, so as you guys know, I always question these things. Like when it's so random, and I'm like, how is this related to the unseen? But you know what? Hopefully they explain to us later, So he's on a boat. He's like in a I don't know, it's not a sailor outfit. It's like a rich boy on a yacht outfit. You guys know what I'm saying, right? But he looks fine. He looks fine. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of cleavage, not surprising. All right. Oh yeah, they said they went to Jeju Island for filming, so I was wondering what could have done in Jeju Island that's related to the concept photos. But yeah, how is this related to the unseen? I don't know. Like version 1 was definitely, related to the concept, but then I don't know. Rich boys on a boat. I don't know. All right. Yeah, like he looks great, okay? Like, I mean, but then again, he kind of looks like a bellhop at the same time. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to make fun of them. I'm just, I'm just this kind of person. I'm just this kind of person. Anyways, the water looks great. Anyways, yeah, I'm just confused. I'm confused, but yeah. And he looks, I don't know. Yeah, now he this photo, he really looks like a bellhop to me. Do you guys know what that is? I'm wondering if that's just an American thing. But he looks like those guys at hotels who like take your bags and Is there another word for that? But I think they're called a bellhop. So, anyways, he looks like those guys, So, anyways. Okay, so let's go. Let's go see Hyungwon. How does Hyungwon look like? Okay. All right. Yeah, he's totally rich boy style as well. He doesn't have cleavage, but that's fine. Is this really in Jeju Island? That bridge? That bridge looks like Seoul. Or Incheon or Seoul. I don't remember Jeju Island having bridges. Okay, that's a curious question. Do you guys see that? Yeah, okay. Okay, anyways, okay, so now Hyungwon here doesn't look like a bellhop, but he looks like a rich kid in prep school. I'm so sorry. If you guys like these photos, I'm so sorry. All right, I think I'm just. So anyways, but he looks fine. He looks fine, but the concept is very, very confusing to me. And there's the letter M on his hat, I think. Is that M? Looks like the letter M. Okay. Anyways, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing to me. I think the outfits were more like vacation style, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, just rich prep boy and rich bellhop boy. Anyways, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's definitely confusing because they were really going with this unseen concept, and this really doesn't seem like the unseen, unless this was supposed to be like a different dimension, I guess. I don't. Okay, let's see their unit photos. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, I mean, okay. Let me look at all of them first. Okay. Yeah, and then seeing them, together posing like this, it looks even more cheesy, And then what happened to Shawnu's hat? Okay. Okay. I mean, if this relates to the concept, whatever this is, if this relates to the concept, I can be more accepting of it. But this, I have no idea how it relates to the unseen. No idea. And I think Shawnee should have kept his hat on. I think it's like, yeah. And I think the sun was probably glaring his eyes. Goodness. Okay, anyways, this is my personal opinion. It's okay if you don't agree with me, as always, okay? Yeah, and I'm not sure if this is Jeju Island, because those bridges really look like in Seoul. So, but yeah, I could be wrong, of course. Okay. Okay, in 7 minutes, we'll see a second outfit, I assume a version 2, hopefully, it can make sense of what's going on, or I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not a fan of these unit photos. Oh, sorry. I don't think I'm a fan of anything, which is really unfortunate. Hold on, let me just look at them again. Oh, I keep clicking on the wrong things. Yeah, okay, I think Shawnu here is probably the best one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm still not a fan of it, but I mean, this pose of him looks fine. Okay, let's hope the next pose are fun. And again, you don't have to agree with me. If you guys love it, don't worry, alright? I welcome all opinions. You guys know I'm always a black sheep, don't worry. But yeah, I'm really not into this, but it's okay. It's okay. As you guys know, they're not my ultimate biases as well, so I don't know if that changes things, but as you guys know, I'm very critical to even Giyeon's concept photos, so yeah, I feel like it's just my personal opinion, so Let me see what you guys have to say. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I do need to rest. I will. I mean, today I didn't do anything tiring. I really think it must be because of my monthly visitor, so which hasn't arrived yet, but they're gonna arrive very very soon, And so yeah. But anyways, don't worry. So right now it's kind of like tired Chrissy time, but don't worry. Okay, don't worry because you know monthly visits. They ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, life keeps going. No worries, but thank you for the concern. All right. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that later. Yeah, so sadly, Mongo for tomorrow is being delayed because of the don't say devastating. Okay, good, good, because of the devastating floods in parts of South Korea. So of course it's sad, but it's not. I think devastating is a very very strong word, but I don't know what you guys are seeing in the news. I think usually news outside of Korea they make it seem a bigger deal than than it is. But of course it's sad. Of course. I'll tell you guys my personal thing on it because I live in Korea and so you guys not living in Korea I think yeah you're not I'll talk to you guys about it in 1 second. Actually, after we see all the concert photos, then we'll talk about how yeah I won't see you guys for Mongo tomorrow, and we'll talk about it then. Um, Gianzaraka says, you probably know the saying, getting up on the wrong side of the bed. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. She says, today, I feel like I got up on the wrong side of the universe. Oh my gosh. And she's so out of it. I'm so sorry, but we have those days. Me too, me too. So, you are on the wrong side of the universe, but I hope you feel better later. But if you need to go, don't worry. Also, this live surely will be short. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Um, Cherry says, Shonu and Hyungwon looking cool, but I did question the concept as I did. Okay, Cherry. Again, it's okay if, yeah, if any of you guys like this, but yes. Yes, so Cherry questions it as well, but she does think they look cool, and that's great. That's great, but yes, yes, I do think I'm more like, if it really confuses me a lot, it takes over like anything else that I see, and that's okay. That's okay. Cherry likes this jacket. They look gorgeous. Yeah, yeah, they do. They do. They do. But yeah. So for me, because the confusion takes over how they look like for me, if only this concept makes sense to me, I would like it more. I do think so. But because this is so confusing to me, I can't really see anything else besides that. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Cherry's quoting me. They kind of look like a bellhop. So I was wondering if that's a common word for it. But yeah, let me know. Gian's Anarcha says, I'm not sure how these photos are related to the concept, but I'm loving the outfits. Glad you guys like it. And it feels fresh since they have never had a sailor concept before, so I like it even if it's rain. That's great. That's great. I'm totally all for you guys' opinions. That's so interesting. Even for me to know what you guys think. Yeah. Um Okay, I'm glad you guys like this sailor concept. I can't say they look like sailors. That's the thing. Like it's yeah. I mean, have you guys ever seen a sailor dress like this? So yeah, I think I'm too realistic thinking as well. But I mean, yeah, if they wanted to be like this kind of look while on a boat, yeah, it's definitely me. Yeah, it's hard for me to accept something this yeah, it's just hard for me to accept something like this. Yeah, yeah, which is it's just my personal brain that can't accept this. But I'm glad you guys like it. That's most important. I'm just one person out of millions of Monbibis, so it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. That's all good. Cherry says a very gorgeous bellhop. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did I say that or yeah? But I mean, he looks good. But yeah, yeah. Just yeah, yeah. Lulu says there is a song called I Am on a Boat. That's right. I do know that song, Lou. Yes. And she said, yeah, it's playing in your mind while viewing these concept photos. Okay. Shonu serving more uniform fantasy photos. Okay, okay. The pilot uniform was the first from Fantasia. Oh, yeah, he looked great as a pilot. Yeah, but yeah, if this is supposed to look like a pilot, but not really. Not really. I think because of the white shirts he's wearing, I can't see it as a pilot. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, yeah, really, I'll be the black sheep here. So yeah, so as long as you guys like it, I'm glad to hear. Cherry says, oh, it's already 10 p.m. So 1 second. Cherry says, I do agree that the concept felt a bit too random, but also they finally left the room for a different concept. I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, but Cherry says, I love concept one the best. Okay. Shonu squinting and looking serious. Yeah, yeah. I feel pretty sure, not pretty sure, but it looks like the sun was glaring his eyes. Um, Lulu says, the day after the midnight champagne yacht rendezvous photos. What does that mean? Okay, if you want to think of it that way, sure, sure. Shawnu's jacket is military inspired. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. And Cherry says, I like the way you think out, Lulu. Kianzaruka says, I think that's an X on Shawnu's hat. So, oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't notice it until now. Yeah, do you guys see on his hat here? That looks like an X. Yeah. Yeah, and then Hyungwon has M. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, but it still does not like change anything for me, you know? Yeah. Lulu says, feeling hotness of Shonu, but Hyungwon's jacket is a little too runway for a yacht. They both look really good to you though. Great, great, great. Yeah. I'm glad you guys like it. It's good. It's good. So yeah, thank you for accepting my opinion. Of course, I accept you guys' opinions on it. Yeah, out of the unit photos, I guess this one is probably the best one. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it really, yeah, okay, Cherry says, Shonu being expensive and wearing Celine and Versace, are they really? This is Celine and Versace clothes on him? Doesn't look like it, but okay. Yeah. Yeah, they do look good. They look like models. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gianzonica says, well, I feel devastating is a good word to use since people died. Of course, of course, of course. I know. I know. I don't mean anything like that. I don't mean anything like that. I know. So, but it just, in my mind, devastating just sounds like really, 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 really tragic. But I can't say this is really, 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 really tragic. Like, everyone dies all the time. I know I sound so heartless. I know. But I that's also my realistic brain talking, you know, is that everyone dies all the time, you know, and yeah, how someone dies and, you know, those situations, it, like, that affects me on, like, you know, it's very hard to explain. So I'm always sad when people die, but it does kind of change depending on the situation of people dying. It's like, are we sad every time a car accident happens? Technically not, you know what I mean? But I think that's a bad analogy, but that's just the first one that comes to mind. Is like, are we always going to be sad of every single car accident that happens on this planet? We don't, you know. But I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I need to explain about it after we look at the concept photos. But yeah, yeah. I don't know. I sound very heartless, but I hope to explain later. So 1 second on that. Cherry says, I don't think bellhop is not a common word, but I understand what you were referring to. I was wondering, but thank you for informing me, because I know most of you guys here are not American. So yeah, yeah, I don't know what else we would call them, and so, but yeah, okay, let's go. Gianzarnka says, if you really need something to connect to with the photos, we can always assume that this is after Shonu pulled Hyungwon out of the water. Gianzarnka, I like the way you think. Okay, I like the way you think. Yeah, Shonu pulled Hyungwon out of the water from Find You. Yeah, after he seemed to almost drown. Okay, okay. I mean, yeah, given, yeah, we had things of, I okay, I'll try to connect it. Yeah, them being on the boat with water must be connected to other things when they were with water. I don't know. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, let's see how today's photos are, and let's analyze some more at that time. Okay. Lulu says yes. Yeah, the flooded tunnel. Yes. In Cheongju. Yeah. Yes. Including Gwangju. Yes. So I do, you know, I know the news because I'm in Korea. But personally, for me, I do not experience anything like that. But you know, so I am fortunate that I'm overall safe here. But I do know like what's going on around the country. Yeah, I'll explain to you guys after we look at the concept photos. Guillaume America says, so maybe they're using a boat now for time travel instead of a train or a subway. Okay, okay. Guillaume America is really helping me to try to understand, which I really appreciate. Thank you, girlfriend. Yeah, so yeah, we're seeing them in like transportation things. So yeah, they were on the train slash subway, and then I guess time traveling, and then now we're on a boat. Okay, okay. Okay, we'll see if yeah, after we see today's photos, yeah, we'll see if we can connect them or not. um Cherry says, if this was just a photo shoot, then it would have made sense. But as a concept for the unit album, I am not sure. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. Because I have the expectation that this is part of a concept. That's why it leaves me more confused than able to just enjoy the photos just as they are. Yeah. Because magazine photos, like they could be anything. It's just like, well, it's for a magazine. It could be anything. While album concept photos, yeah, I see it differently because there's that expectation. So yeah, yes, Lulu, we're gonna look at the photos very, very soon. Cherry, I want, Cherry, she this is why she's my therapist. But anyways, but Cherry says floods and landslides are pretty common where you are, so where she is, so it just doesn't really affect her that much. It doesn't feel huge because it happens every year. So Cherry, given we're not even in the same country, but because your country experiences that and you saying that, it's basically in line of how I feel about it. And so you guys, yeah, that are not living in countries like us where, yeah, this is, yeah, it's like if this was an earthquake, which rarely happens, that's a big thing, so yeah, but I think you guys don't know, like, this is like, it's okay. So let's talk about that after we see these photos. Okay, let's go. Um, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Um, okay. Okay, so wow, we're in a car. So is it really transportation? Interesting. Let's look at all at once before I comment about them. Okay. Okay. Okay, this time Hyungwon has cleavage. Okay. 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 So as you guys can see, I'm not wowed by anything, but just like how I was about the boat, these photos give me kind of the same feeling too. So 1 second. Just let me look through them again. Um, okay. Like they always look great. Like that's like what's the word? It's like that will never change. Like I will always see them as great at taking photos, so like I don't think it's possible for them to have a bad looking photo, so they always look great. So that's why I don't usually comment on it, because they usually look good. And yeah, the clothes, no complaint. No one looks like a bellhop or a rich prep boy, so that's all good. But in all honesty, given like Shonu looks like more in a suit, while Hyungwon is like I don't know, like in a mafia, so it's a little bit like doesn't really match too well. So I, in my opinion, I wish the outfits could have been a little bit more interesting, but they, who knows why the stylist decided this. But it's fine. Just it's just, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's nothing is wow. It's just like um okay. So here's my personal opinion. Version 1 was really, really good, and didn't wow me, but it was like really good. Like I if I remember correctly, I don't think I had anything majorly bad to say about it. It was just all good. Yeah. I mean, even though I didn't understand about them being in the subway train either, but at least it still felt like part of the concept of the unseen. Like one person we were seeing their back, and one person seeing, front, so that felt like, kind of like an unseen, like, positioning, so at least it still had that feeling. But with the boat and the car, I'm feeling nothing, about how is this related to the concept, but maybe they just really wanted to do something really out there. Maybe this is them like escaping or doing time traveling, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, I'm really I'm sad to say I'm quite disappointed for version 2. They had a good thing going, and for version 2, yeah, it's just it's I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, they look great. That's never going to change. Oops. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, they look great. That's never going to change. Just the concept really confuses me, and that bothers me more than like able to appreciate these photos as they are. So this is just me. It's all good. You guys tell me what you guys think. And as long as everyone is good, I'm glad to hear. Yeah. Cherry says, Cherry says, I know I am your favorite. Can you stop it? I don't want to pick favorites, except, Gion is my ultimate favorite, but no, I will never, it's like picking who's your favorite child. No, no, but anyways, Cherry, you are my therapist, as I always call you. Even though I don't, I'm always confused what's the correct word because but just for ease of calling you something, I'd rather just call you a therapist if you don't mind. But if you prefer a different title, let me know. So Sarah says, Chrissy is not impressed. And then Lulu says, was that the car from Middle of the Night music video? Whether it is or not, that doesn't change how I feel about it. But yeah, okay. Cherry says, I have lived through earthquakes that devastated my country, but to be honest, people were fine. We mourned the people who died, helped those who needed help. Life moves on. Cherry. So first off, Cherry, I didn't know your country goes through natural disasters like that. I mean, I should have assumed that, but given I don't live there or see the news often from there. Thank you for informing me about that. And yeah. So I don't know if it makes us heartless, but Cherry is getting the idea why I said the things that I said. And again, I didn't mean to sound heartless, but it's different if you live in the country when these things happen. So I'll explain about it later. But Cherry is basically like I'm gonna like say things along the same lines as her, and so yeah, so we'll talk about all of that after we finish concept photos. Sarah thought Middle of the Night too. Lulu says minimalism with hotness. Didn't want to wear a jacket like that before. Did he? Lulu, your memory is amazing. Yeah, so I always like minimalism, so that's not an issue for me. On the minimalism here is the biggest issue for me is that it doesn't feel connected with the concept, but also it doesn't meet the expectation of what I expect in an album, like album photos. So I think those are the two things that bothers me the most. Like, these photos would be fine in a magazine or promoting an item, except for an album. And with this concept called the unseen, this makes no sense to me. It just feels just very random. And so that's my main issue with it. And yeah, that's just me. That's just me. You guys, of course, don't think the same as me. Yeah, so that I just want to clarify why I'm not not excited about these photos. Gianzanarka says, so in the photo with Shonu lying sideways in his seat and the trunk open, did he just stuff Hyungwon in the trunk? Please, no, I don't think so. Like, why would the trunk be open? That's a good point. That's a little bit concerning. No, I don't think so. Okay, yeah, I don't think so. Maybe they just wanted to do that for to make it look cooler. I want to assume. Yeah. Okay, but I mean, Shonu looks fine as always. But surely that's just for looks, I want to assume. But Games Undercut, yeah, trying to think what could be going on there. Cherry says, I liked Concept 1, even though it was simple and minimal, it was just cool. Yeah. So Concept 1, it was minimal, but cool, went along with the concept, and was album-worthy photos, in my opinion. Yeah, and then just Concept 2 is just really... Yeah, it just feels like it's not really connected with Concept 1 as well, or like for the whole album in general. Just me personally, but if other people can see it, that's good. But for me personally, I can't see it, so that's why I'm not too into it. Um, Ganzanika says, I'm so curious what they did for the unseen and seen versions. Isn't that tomorrow? 1 second. What's the schedule for that? But yeah, I'm curious about that too. I hope that will turn out better. It's on Wednesday. Okay, okay. So Wednesday night, I'll see you guys again. Yeah, yeah. It's only 1 day, so I don't need to avoid social media again. So yeah, so from this point on, I don't have to avoid social media. But the thing is, music video teaser. There's two of them. But one comes out on Friday. One comes out on Sunday. Since it's kind of spaced apart, we can do lives for each music video teaser is fine. Yeah, yeah. So I don't have to avoid spoilers for like 2 days. That's way too hard for me. So yeah, yeah. So we're all good for the schedule. Um um. Games says I'm hoping it's not the same photos. I surely want to believe unseen and seen versions are different clothes, like different altogether. Surely it is. If it's not, I honestly will be disappointed. So I'm surely hoping seen and unseen versions will be all different clothes and looks and everything. We'll see though. We'll see. Wednesday night. We'll see. Lulu says, yeah, disagree with me. It's okay. She loves all the concepts, really looking forward to their debut, but she has a biased opinion. I like that you're honest with me on everything. Yeah, yeah. So you don't agree with me, but you admit that you have a biased opinion, and totally understandable, girlfriend, and I totally understand you. And so I hope you just understand why I feel this way. But keep in mind, I'm still very critical of Guillaume's photos, as you know. So I'm very critical just in general if it just if it doesn't make sense to me and it doesn't reach the expectation I have for album photos and also going with the concept. Yeah, those are just more important to me for some reason. Like, again, they look great. Lulu's enjoying how they all look like, and she doesn't care about if it makes sense or not. Yeah, I'm just totally the opposite. Like, of course they all look great, but yeah, but I'm more into like, this is just not the expectation that I had for it. Gian's Arnica says, I actually think they are promoting an item, at least the car and the designer clothing. So if these photos is to promote something like, first off, an album photos is supposed to promote the album. So I don't think they should be doing like promotional items in an album, but to each their own. And so yeah, if by chance they are like promoting an item with these photos, that would bother me even more now that I think about it, as I was just thinking about it. So yeah, let's just see what they talk about later. Yeah, let's just see what they talk about later about this. Like, it's just so interesting. Concept 1 felt like it was done by a different person. You guys get me? Like whoever was in charge of Concept 1 knew the assignment, did it accordingly, what they felt worked, and for how an album photo should be. Concept 2 feels like a different person. Like, this person is just, I don't know. Maybe this person is usually into promotional photo shoots, magazine photo shoots, then they would go with like this kind of imagery, So maybe, who knows? They could be two different people, but that's what I'm saying. That's what it feels like. But with Concept 2, like, it doesn't even go with the concept of the unseen, but also it's not like how an album photo shoot usually is. So I don't know. I do think it will be weird if they're promoting an item within an album. I don't think K-pop albums usually do that, the more I think about it. So anyways, we'll just wait and see. Games on says, I do think it's nice that they're outside for the version 2 photos because the outfits in version 1 are so simple and they're just in a room without much background. I enjoy version 2 more. See, to each their own. So Games on yeah, personal opinion or personal taste. Yeah, that's more accurate. Personal taste. This outside thing, yeah, suits her taste more, and compared to how Concept 1 being in rooms and like indoors kind of feeling, and she thought the outfits were more simple in Concept 1. I don't know. The outfits, I can't say if it's simple, not simple. Yeah, because they were like all black, but the concept of how that was made makes sense. They should be in all black. So yeah, do you guys get like what I prefer to see is like, you know, it's okay, you know, how they make it as long as it's like suits the concept and flows in a way, and like it also looks like it's made for an album. You guys get me? So yeah, so I can't really see it as is. I see like the whole picture, I guess. Yeah, yeah. So anyways, yeah, but that's personally me. So I'm not saying any of them look bad or anything, but I'm more critical about the whole picture, that is not matching the whole picture for me. So that's what I'm disappointed about. But it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, they all really look fine. I just wish yeah, the whole picture just made more sense to me. But it's okay. It's okay. Again, you know, not terrible. No, I think I should keep to the car since that was just posted today. Yeah, yeah, you know, yeah. Again, they look fine. Of course. Yeah, just yeah. Yeah, so if I only see it just as the photos as is, of course it's all fine. And I don't think I would have anything bad to say. But because the expectation of the concept and album, the whole picture is not matching well for me, and that's why I'm not a fan of it. All right, I think, yeah, but I still enjoy reading what you guys have to say, so don't worry about that. Sarah says the pictures are pretty, but I get why Chrissy is not wowed by them. Yeah, yeah. So I feel like the black sheep as always, and you know that's why I just you know, I hope that you guys understand me as in the sense of like you know, that there's a reason why I think and feel this way, and it's not like for like certain reasons, you know. And so anyway, so it's like, yeah, as long as, yeah, you guys get me, I'm this black sheep, and like I totally get you guys. Like I wish I could think like you guys, you know, then I would totally like these photos more, but I'm not, because I'm this black sheep. And so yeah, but anyways, Sarah says I'm more excited for the music video and songs. I know this debut will be amazing. Yes, as you guys know, I am excited for the songs more. And if the music video is bad, it's okay. I'd rather have low expectations. Given what I just experienced with these concept photos, I always should go in with low expectations. So if the music video is just, it's fine. It's fine. Most important to me is like, I want to hope that the songs in this album are great. You know, the title song by Hyungwon, Stereo 14, Hyungwon's B-side, and I don't care about Ryan Jun. And Brother Sue, though, yeah, how his song lyrics are, but Ryan Jun made this one. But yeah, of course, I'm most interested about the songs and music video. Yeah, I'm just going in with low expectations, and we see from there. Ganzonarka says, I have a feeling that seen and unseen versions will have them in the outfits from the album trailer. That's a good guess. It's very, very possible. If that were to happen, I don't know how I'd feel about it. Because you guys remember, I really don't like Hyungwon's outfit from the album trailer, but that's a high possibility. Yeah, so we'll see Wednesday night for that. Yes, Ganzonaka as well, excited for the music video, music and choreo. Yes, of course. Lulu says, I'm also very excited to hear the songs and watch the Shonu choreo. Yes. Ganzonaka says, suddenly looking at them side by side in the car, I'm also getting Supernatural vibes. Oh, I've never seen Supernatural, but yeah, but if you're getting that, if the boat and cars are inspired by TV shows, because I do wonder if Concept 1 Black and White was inspired by Men in Black. We don't know. Yeah, who knows. I do know that series, but I've never watched it. See, I'm so weird, right? Yeah, I've heard about it, but I never watched it. Yeah. Yes, as long as the songs are good, I won't mind any of it. Yes. I'm the same. Music, you know, an album, what's most important in an album is technically the songs, right? The songs make an album, you know. Without the songs, it's not an album, you know. So yeah, so I think songs are always going to be most important for me, and you know, it's according to my taste. It's okay if I don't like it. It's just my personal taste, and you guys as well. Yeah, so that's it. Anyways, it's all good. You know, we can't, me, I can't like everything all the time, but in general, of course, I'm still excited for Tall Boys Unit, and we'll keep going with the teasers as the days goes on. Sarah says, I'm so curious, I need the album to drop already. Well, it is 8 days away. Can you believe it? 8 days away. So, here's the thing. we are 1 week until Honey Enlist. And so, Cherry, I saw you send me a DM about Juhan, but I didn't see it because I had to avoid Twitter until now. And so let me see what you sent me. Um, oh wow, that's such a great photo. Yeah, yeah, it's a photo from FanCon. Wow. So yeah, I was wondering what you would have sent me, but yeah, she sent me this photo of him. Great, great. Also, I don't know if Juhan is back from Jeju Island, but it's okay. He's going to the military soon. If he's having a vacation in Jeju Island, good for him. Just stay safe, buddy. Um, Lulu says yes. Winchester Boys on the Hunt for Demons, similar. I don't know who that is. Okay, okay, but yeah, but Lulu watches Supernatural. Yeah, yeah. And then Cherry says, yeah, can't drop soon enough. Yes, yes. So, yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it. And so, yeah, as you guys know, I'm quite a critical person, but yeah, it's all good. That's why I can't really say my opinion so openly to people. But yeah, as long as you guys understand me, it's all good. So, thanks for listening. And of course, I still will support anything. Like, I still buy IAM's albums even though I don't even like his music, as you guys know. So yeah, I'm so critical, but I will always support all seven guys no matter what, even if the photos are not to my liking, even if the songs are not to my liking, I'm still supporting all of them. So always keep that in mind. By the way, I had a dream about IM last night, but I'll tell you guys later. Okay, so I need to talk to you guys now about Mongo. So yeah, they tweeted that out like an hour and a half ago, like kind of last minute, kind of, but at least not on the actual day at least. So they came to this decision that because of the tough times that Korea's going through right now, that they decided that they won't air Mongo tomorrow, but will be aired next week instead. So we're in 1 week delay now. So the water sports we'll see next week, but it's also the same day as Tall Boys Unit release date. So it's I don't know, but regardless, yeah, on that day we would have seen Mongo regardless, but just a little, just a little bit weird. And so when I saw them tweet that, I'm like, I understand, but I don't know if you guys know, but like music shows are not canceled. People are still doing fan signs. They're not canceled. Um, just everything in Korea is still going normal. At least as far as I know. So I don't know if you guys have seen other K-pop companies like canceling things. If they did, like let me know. Unless it's they had an event at one of those cities that's being affected by the rain and flooding, then of course, yeah, they would cancel and send condolences, of course. But everything in Seoul, at least where most of the entertainment industries and TV shows are, everything is still normal. So for them to decide to not air a YouTube video, it's a YouTube video. Why are they choosing to delay it for 1 week? When TV shows in Korea are perfectly fine. So I was really, really confused when they tweeted that. Really, really confused. And so, again, to let you guys know, like it is bad, because of the floods and we have accidents happen because of the weather. Now, I hope you guys know that this is not unusual. So yeah, so like Cherry was like kind of saying like along the same lines, in her country and stuff. So every summer, if you guys remember my past lives, like I always say, every summer there is always a rainy season. I think very, very rarely there wouldn't be a rainy season. Like I think there was 1 or 2 summers where it didn't rain a lot, if I remember correctly. Again, I've only lived in Korea for 10 years, so within these past 10 years, maybe 1 or 2 summers it wasn't raining a lot. But usually it would be raining a lot in the summer months, and not only raining a lot, there would be like typhoons, there would be flooding, there would be everything. All right, everything. This always happens every year. So because we know this happens every year, you would think people in Korea would prepare appropriately for this weather. Like, if this was like something we did not prepare for, I think that would be really, really sad and really terrible to experience. You guys feel me? So yeah, so that's why I say the situation of when accidents happen, it depends, which is why I had like that car accident analogy. And so anyways, yeah, every summer we prepare for the rainy season, and we know flooding is always possible, and all this stuff, and so the best way to be away from danger when you know bad weather is coming is stay indoors. That's the best way to stay safe, and that's what I've been doing when it's like really bad weather outside. I always stay indoors, and also I trust that this house and building is strong enough to withstand heavy rain, and if big typhoons happen, that will all be good. And so yeah, so the way that Korea as well, the way that they make buildings is to help against all these weather that we usually would get here. And so this summer, because of global warming, people say that, and like, yeah, I mean, yeah. So like this year, the rain was quite heavy, and flooding, happened a lot. And then sadly, in some cities down in like South Korea, a tunnel sadly collapsed. Yeah, a tunnel sadly collapsed, and yeah, mudslides, and yeah. I mean, we would hope those things don't happen, but this is what we call an accident. An accident happened due to really, really strong weather, and maybe that tunnel wasn't really made too strongly, but regardless, accidents like that could happen. Like when a sudden earthquake happens, like we try to be earthquake safe, of course, but even so, like when an earthquake happens and like bad thing, and then those things happen. And so, but I don't want to compare this to an earthquake, because Korea rarely gets earthquakes. But I mean, anyways, so yeah, it is really unfortunate and bad. But as you guys see, like the country of South Korea is not in mourning. We don't have a national mourning, as far as I know. I didn't hear anything about a national mourning going on. Itaewon like accident, was a national mourning period. And so yeah, so this bad weather, accidents happening in bad weather is, I can't think of a better comparison to that, but it's like, when bad car accidents happen. It's like, I see that in the news. It's like this bad car accident happened, not weather. There's it's like good weather, but then, they say on the news, sadly this bad car accident happened, but it's like, does the country go into mourning about it? Of course not, so, but again, like, yeah, the weather accidents is definitely like worse than the car accident. I don't know, is it? I don't know. All accidents are bad, all accidents are bad, but depending on the situation, it's like it's just a different feeling. We can't help it, it's just the way it is. You guys feel me? So yeah, yeah. So every summer, we have bad rainy season, and sadly, sometimes it will get so bad that these accidents will happen, or like people didn't really prepare properly, and sadly, these things can happen. Um, yeah, and so I remember in past years when I was here, we had really bad typhoons, and like people's houses were broken, and the windows, like, yeah, and like, but nothing got canceled, so like Korea just kept going. It's like, hey, be careful of the typhoons, you got to prepare well, blah blah blah. And but sadly accidents do happen, even though, but again, it's sad, but we don't go through a national mourning or anything. It's just the way it is. And so I think if maybe a really, 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 really big natural disaster happened in Korea, where it was really unexpected, and like, I don't know, like, like, you guys feel me, right? If it's like a super, super big natural disaster, then of course, like, everything should be canceled. Like, there should be no music shows. We should be like all like trying to stay as safe as possible, and like people should not be, able to like promote their albums and stuff. So like, so that's just the way it is. Like, it depends on the scale of like how big it is, then things will get delayed or get canceled. And so what's happening right now, it's sad to say, it's normal. It's sad to say that, but it is sad what's going on. But it's sadly like not uncommon, if you guys get what I mean. So it's sad, but yeah, but we have to, we have to move on. Like, accidents like this is possible to happen in this weather that we normally get every year. And so why Mongo is being delayed for 1 week, I don't know, but my guess, I'm trying to guess why they want to delay a YouTube video, is that the content is about water sports. So I wonder, just my guess, because it's water sports related, and right now, who knows who's suffering right now in this really bad weather because of the flooding and rain and stuff, and maybe any monbibis out there who like find it sensitive right now to see them having fun in water sports. That's my guess. I don't know for sure, but my guess, if maybe they think this is like too sensitive to be like showing them having fun in water sports when you know it's we're having like heavy rain and flooding, stuff like that. But by the way, it's not rain. It did not rain today, so I'm a little bit confused because the forecast said it should be heavy rain until Wednesday, but there was no rain at all today. So I don't know what's going on, but like Korea weather could be like very unexpected like this, and so yeah, so for some reason we don't have rain right now, but it could suddenly rain tomorrow, and so yeah, so don't think like we're having like constant rain all the time. So that's not the situation, but just the flooding just got very intense for like a day. I think that happened in a day. I don't even know how that happened, but yeah. So those things could happen, and Korea's used to this every summer, and we have to go forward, because this is just a regular thing we deal with. And so the international news, like if they're saying like this is like uncommon to happen in Korea or something, or they think this is like so terrible, but like it is terrible, but we have this happen all the time. Not all the time. I'm sorry to say that, but you guys get me. It's just this is normal weather in Korea, but it is unfortunate when it affects people in the worst way possible. So yeah, but the thing is, it's very preventable. You have to stay indoors when the weather is really bad outside, and I wish people are not going out when the weather is terrible, but sadly people have to go out, and like that makes me really sad. But sometimes, yeah, just that this is life. This is life. Car accidents happen all the time, people die all the time, and so yeah, so that's I hope that it helps you guys understand more of what's happening here, especially from my point of view of me living here. But yeah, but if this is like too heartless, I understand. But just that's all I can say about it. And yeah, so I don't know if it's a good or bad thing that Starship wants to delay this episode, but I'm trying to understand them because it's a water sport episode, and who knows, like maybe what was shown in that episode, maybe there could have been something they said or done that could be like too sensitive during this time. I don't know. So I'm really trying to like get the benefit of the doubt for them, that because it's water sports, that's why they would do that. But everyone in K-pop, they're going by normally, yeah, as far as I know. Okay, so that's all to say on that. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. Don't worry about it. And yeah, and I always prepare for people that don't like to hear what I say. I'm always prepared for it, but I know you guys are like nice people, but I will always be understanding if you don't like what I say. And yeah, okay. And then I'll end with telling you my dream last night, and then we will go. Cherry, she says, I'm just fueling your Juhun dreams. Please do. Thank you. Continue, okay? Because we have one more week, sadly. Yes, so always we'll have a Juhun day soon. Sorry, not sorry, Gion. Never be sorry to him. He's fine. It's so funny. I'm not dreaming about him. Oh, well, Gion. Hurry up and go to the military. Maybe I'll dream about you, okay? Anyways, yeah. Lulu says Dean equals Chonu and Sam equals the characters in Supernatural. I know. I swear I've never seen Supernatural, but I could have sworn I remember one of the characters named Dean. My memory is so weird, yeah, but I don't remember a character named Sam, but for some reason I remember the Dean character. Anyways, yeah, funny. Cherry says, oh yeah, I know. I am appearing in my dreams like a sneaky cat. I'll tell you about it in one second. Gia Zanarka says, I think it makes sense that they don't air it seeing as it's water sports. Right. I think you wrote that before I said it. Yeah, yeah. Or did I? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's my best guess. Um, it's still weird to me, in all honesty. It's still weird for me that they want to delay it since they're playing water sports, because I'm pretty sure during this bad weather we're having here, I'm pretty sure there are many Koreans still going to water sports activities right now. I'm pretty sure. So it's not too big of a deal in my opinion. But again, if they think there are gonna be people sensitive to it, then so be it. But I feel pretty sure many Koreans are doing water sports right now. Um, yeah, but if they want to take this excuse, this could be another reason they did this. If they want to take this excuse, which is really bad, it's people are suffering from here. If they want to take this as an excuse to delay Mongo, so be it. Okay, so be it. You got lucky then, but this is really shady, to take we have bad weather and some people suffering from it, and you take this as an advantage to delay Mongo. I hope not, but again, Starship is really that terrible as we know, but I really hope not. But yeah, it's just, again, do you guys understand why I think it's very weird? For sure there's many Korean people who are doing water sports right now, so yeah, let's just take it for what it is. We have 1 week break from Mongo, so I will not see you guys tomorrow, but I'll see you guys Wednesday night though. So yeah, see you then. Lulu says Sai got some hate for a tweet about a great water concert weekend after the flooding. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I didn't think they would be doing water concerts this past weekend, because when was the day Thursday was a lot of rain. I remember that. Friday was just okay, but then in the other cities, I can't speak for them, but in Seoul, Thursday was a lot of rain. Yeah, and then Friday was okay. Saturday Saturday was some rain, now that I think about it. Right, yeah, because I remember a seller told me, oh, I can't ship out right now because it's a lot of rain. Yeah, I remember someone saying that to me. So the weekend was some rain. So how the heck did they do a water concert when it was raining? I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, so for them to continue doing a water concert, but at that time, I'm pretty sure that was when the tunnel collapsed. So at that time, when a sad thing happened, the tunnel collapsed, and they still continue with the concert, and even in this rain. Yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. But I also can understand if they continue with the concert, because I want to believe most Koreans are thinking the same way as me, is that, we're used to it being rainy season in the summertime every year, and like, of course, accidents could happen, but, when accidents happen, life still goes on. But yeah, but if the tunnel collapsing, it is bad, but it's not like the worst thing. I know it's sad to say, but it's bad, but it's not, the scale of it is not super big, and so for them to, like, they're like, this is normal. We have accidents like this happen every year, which is true, so um yeah, so it's complicated. It's complicated. And so I know you guys don't think, that's good, but then more important than that is, like, how the Korean people think about it, So if the Korean people think it's okay, you know, and again, but I don't know if they knew about the tunnel while they did this concert, or was it before or after? I don't know. Um but like I said, we're not in a national mourning period. K-pop concerts are still going on. NCT had a concert on Sunday. They didn't cancel it, So, and I'm sure other K-pop groups all weekend did not cancel anything either. So it's hard to say, if, yeah, we can't say, like, oh, only the water concert was bad. We can't say that, because what about all the other people who did concerts over the weekend? Yeah, so see, that's where it's really complicated. And I understand why no one canceled concerts, why K-pop shows, entertainment shows are still ongoing. There's no national mourning period. I hope you guys understand it. But yeah, so then Lulu says MX is being respectful of the families that lost people on the weekend. I hope they are. I hope they are. But it's it's still confusing. If you guys remember when the Itaewon accident happened, no one uploaded anything on YouTube. No one even showed concept photos. So it's a little bit hypocritical. They are postponing Mongo, but concept photos are still being uploaded. So, so is this okay? Like, what is the line of like this is okay, but that's not okay? So, are we just assuming because Mongo is water related sports, that's why they decide to delay it? While Tall Boys Unit does not apply to that because it's not water related, but does that really make sense? So like same thing with the concert. So only the water concert should have been canceled, but all the other concerts are fine. See, that's very hypocritical, right? So yeah, it's this is a very very complicated situation, right? So in my opinion, it's either everyone doesn't do anything or everyone does everything. Like yeah, nitpicking on things like that, it doesn't make me feel like you are being respectful of what's going on. It's just, oh, only because it's water related, yeah, we're sorry we did this, but why is everything else okay? Yeah, so this is really, really tricky, and especially because in Korea this happens every year. So yeah, it's a very, very tricky thing. So I don't know who's right or wrong, but I just, you know, I see everything on TV and concerts are still going fine the past few days, and so for some reason they feel like Mongo should be delayed, but everything else is not delayed. Is feels doesn't feel right. Just my personal opinion. Um, Lulu says it's a little alarming to see extreme heat warning everywhere, bad air and flooding in Asia and parts of USA. For Lulu, the deaths are disturbing, especially in a flooded tunnel. Of course, every single death is sad. That's the thing. No matter how someone dies, every single death is sad. That's for sure, you know. And you know, of course, we feel more sad depending on the situation. Isn't that the truth? You know, like I don't want to bring up all those like random sad things that happen when people die, but every death is sad. But of course the situation plays a part. And so yeah, global warming is real, and like COVID technically happened because of people not taking care of the earth. So I'm always hoping people are taking care of the earth. As we know, we can see with the weather, things are not going great, but people think, oh, this is fine, we can do whatever we want and the earth is going to be fine. It's really sad when people think, yeah, that we can do whatever we want and the earth is going to be fine. So yeah, consequences happen and global warming is one of them. And so yeah, there's lots of, but let's be real. Like bad weather has been happening forever. Okay, yeah. So no matter what, we cannot ever have a world where bad weather doesn't happen. That's impossible. You know. So global warming is making things worse. But even if there was no global warming, we will always have bad weather. So we should always remember that as well. So I'm saying this to myself as well. We can't only blame it on global warming. Bad weather will always happen no matter what. So yeah, so the deaths happening because of bad weather is sad. It's always sad. And, you know, it happens everywhere all the time. I know it sucks to say that, like, if, you know, it sucks to say that, I know, but it is what it is. You know, I think, like, let's think on the positive side that we personally don't know anyone who dies, you know, in that way. So I'm always thankful, you know, that we're all okay and that nothing terrible happens to the people that we know. But still, regardless, even when it's people we don't know, of course we're sad and wish it doesn't happen to anyone. But it happens. It's like, you know, I know it sounds heartless, but it's just a reality that like deaths will always happen around us, you know. So am I gonna be sad of every single death that happens around me? Sadly, I can't, you know. I mean, I wish I can, but you know, you guys are not like that either, right? Are you sad of every single death that happens every single day that you're aware of? Of course not, you know? And so, yeah, but like the situation, if it's like really, really, really tragic, really, really unexpected, you know, of course that changes, you know? Or of course, if it's someone like really close to us, of course that affects how we feel about it. So, yeah, I know. I feel really weird being so heartless, but you know, I think about it all the time that we're all gonna die eventually. All you guys will die eventually. I know it's so heartless, I know, but we're all gonna die eventually. My family members who are older than me will most likely die before me, so I'm always prepared, you know, when those times happen, which will happen, I have to prepare myself, you know? So I feel like because I'm like this, that's why I'm very accepting of death, I guess. It's really weird. I know this is such a weird conversation to have, but it's you know, but I'm always sad at death, especially when it's something that is close to me or like personal to me or very tragic, of course. You know, even when I see tragic things in movies, I cry a lot. So it's just how I am. But yeah, you know, I just hope that when there is bad weather, everyone is staying safe. But you know, of course, still people could suffer from it. And yeah, you know, it's like I can't be sad about every single car accident that happens, you know. So that's just personally, sadly, how I feel about this situation. And yeah. So I yeah, I know it's weird. I know, but I hope you guys can understand me. Yeah. And yeah, so anyways, I think about that sometimes too. It's like if I suddenly pass away, what's gonna happen to my case shopper? I know I laugh about it. I know I know. But anyways, but I sometimes do think about that. If but I hope nothing bad happens to me, you know. But we can never know, you know. And so yeah, so it's just you know, let's just enjoy each day while we have it. And I hope none of you guys will pass away soon. But you know, I've sadly experienced many people who pass away in my life. Even people who are younger than me passing away makes me the most sad. But it happens, you know. And if maybe I okay, I don't want to be so morbid. Sorry, but I mean, I really hope I don't pass away anytime soon either. You know. And so, um, okay, so yeah, it's always sad and how people are are dealing with it. But I just speak as a person who lives in Korea and experienced this for 10 years, and how I, you know, take in the news when people die from this bad weather. I've always been this way, and so if you guys do think it's really serious, yeah, it's okay. It's okay, and just you know, at least you know my point of view because I actually live here, and yeah. Okay, so let's go, guys. You know, I was sleepy earlier in this live, but now I'm not sleepy because you guys give me energy since I'm an extrovert, as you guys know. But I let's surely I'll surely yeah. I'm thinking surely I'm gonna feel tired after I finish talking with you guys. So anyways, let's go. Um Lulu says it's a wait. I already read that. So sorry. Gian Zanarka says, I know this is unrelated to the current situation, but I just thought about what happened on Halloween. I was wondering if they ever found out how it occurred. I was wondering if you guys was updated about it. So you know the investigation and trial for the Itaewon accident took a very long time. And I have my own personal opinion about it, but I think we have to say that for next time. But long story short, they blame the police and the people in charge of Itaewon for not responding to the event as soon as possible. So apparently, I hope that's right. You know, they were investigating about, but I really hope that's right. That you know they were aware that this danger was gonna happen, or maybe they just didn't believe it was gonna happen. I don't know. I wish they could give us more info about that, but yeah, but they were slow at responding to it, so they are holding them responsible for for not being quick enough to help them. But I'm thinking if they were quick enough to be there, the, I'm personally thinking this accident would have happened no matter what, sadly. So yeah, so long story short, yeah, we have to talk about that next time. But they are holding those authorities responsible for it. But I'm not sure if I feel good about that because yeah, but I feel like they want to put a blame on someone, and that's not right, but yeah, we could talk about it next time. I don't know when, but if if we, I don't know, maybe Wednesday if you guys remind me. Um Lulu says, I feel sorry for the rescuers that are still trying to find bodies in that tunnel. It happened last year in China where there were more deaths. So I you know, yeah, I do read the news, but sadly, you know, with all the different countries around the world, I'm not too aware of like every single natural disaster. I mean, yeah, that's just the way it is. And so I don't think I remember a China accident. Maybe I did know about it, but I forgot about it. But right now it's not coming to my memory. But yeah, so something like this happened in China as well, and there were even more deaths there. And yeah, so I mean, in China I can assume they could have done a national mourning, but I don't know since I don't live in China. But we don't know, maybe they didn't. We don't know. China is like, you know, their own government. So yeah, and so yeah, they're the where those accidents are happening, you know, they're doing their best to take care of it. And yeah, yeah, I know it's hard, it's really hard to say, like, this is sad that it happened, but Korea still is normal. That's the thing. So if maybe Korea sees this as like a really really big thing we should um care about and stuff, then I think, you know, the entertainment shows would cancel, and like K-pop should be at a standstill, you know, if the whole country of Korea feels like this is a really big deal. But at this moment, I don't see that. And because this is normal in Korea to happen, um, that's my personal thinking about it. So, so yeah, I know, but it's bad regardless, and it's just, you know, I've heard so many accidents in Korea from the rainy season in the summer often, you know. So this is like, I can't say this is like the biggest accident to ever happen. I don't know. This is like comparable to all the other past accidents we've had every summer. So it's, yeah, it's just always sad, but it's just, we have to move on, that we can't fight bad weather and when these things happen. You guys get me? Yeah. Uh, Lulu says, also last year people died and sold during flooding in basement apartments. Yeah, including disabled person and her family. That's right. That's right. The president went to the scene for that. Wow, I didn't know that. But yeah, like I said, every year, yeah, it happens, you know. And like, especially, yeah, if you're living in basement apartments, which is like, you know, is cheap, but sadly, yeah, it's not good when it rains a lot. But I can't believe the president actually went to the scene for that. But of course, there was like no national mourning about it or anything. So I want to assume the president would do something about this tunnel accident, given he even went to that apartment last year. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is normal to happen, and I've heard of like worse things happening. Like, I'm kind of surprised there's no typhoons yet, because we're in every summer we usually get very bad typhoons, and I think those are kind of like more scary and worse to deal with. You know, if there's flooding or something, we just stay at home. But then with typhoons though, it could sadly like break windows and stuff. And so um yeah, so I know it's sad to say that it could be worse, but regardless, all bad weather stuff is bad, and we do not go through national mourning for every single accident that happens from bad weather, unless, you know, it's a huge scale. You know, it depends on the scale. But yeah, it's just what's going on this summer is is so bad to say, I know, but it is normal, sadly. Yeah. Um, yeah, Cherry's thinking Starship is being sensitive, which is good. Okay, yeah. It still feels weird to me. Yeah. As long as everyone's fine with it, you know. But I feel like them delaying it is probably making people think, oh wow, you know, the weather in Korea must be really bad. It's not really bad. It's bad, but this is every year it's bad. But this summer doesn't feel like super bad in my opinion. So yeah, so I just worry if it's giving you guys the bad impression, not bad impression, sorry, wrong impression. Yeah, that it seems like we're suffering a lot here. But Yeah, it's just tough to say, you know. Like if they do this year, then I'll expect next year if bad weather accidents happen, which it will, sadly, it will, then will they delay more things at that time as well? In the 10 years I've lived here, but also the 5 years I've been in Monbebe, they have never delayed something because of bad weather in Korea. Not to my memory. If they want to give an exception, fine. I don't know. And because it's water sports, I don't know. It's yeah. If you're, it's just it's just still very strange to me. Um, Lulu says for West, it's common to cancel events because of natural disasters. Nobody would continue with a concert event if the community close by was destroyed by the weather. Yeah, if it was in the city of like all these bad things keep happening, I can believe then of course they would cancel it, right? And yeah, and in the West, like no matter what, they would always cancel for bad weather. Like, have you guys seen like K-pop concerts? Even when it's pouring rain, they still perform. Yeah, you know, it's just the way it is. Yeah, but I think in the West they wouldn't do that, right? So yeah, so just keep that in mind about Korea. Um, and so, um, yeah, so this past weekend, every single concert was not canceled, as far as I know. Um, yeah, that's why I still think like Korea just sees this as a normal thing we go through. It doesn't put a standstill on anyone's lives. Like we're sad, but this is just we go through this every year, you know. So yeah, I know. Yeah, so does that mean Korea is a heartless country? I don't know. But then, as Cherry says, she's in her own country, and like they go through this as well, and like she like understands like in my point of view, I assume so. So yeah, so I do think maybe in our countries it's just this way, but then them delaying Mongo is strange for Korea, but it's not technically a bad thing for them to delay it. It just feels kind of strange. That's all. Um, Gianzanarka says she's 100% on Starship's side for them not airing the episode. Yes, it may be something that happens every year, but that doesn't make it less sad for all the people affected by it. Yeah, yeah. So then Gianzanarka, what I say to that is that why doesn't Starship does that every year then? Every year this happens. So only because it's water related they would delay it? Is that so why I mean I can't understand how that makes it worse or better because it's always sad when someone dies, um, yeah, but then that's not technically possible to be sad of every single bad weather accident that happens then, you get me? So it's yeah, so it's just I can't figure out what exactly is the line of when it's okay or not okay to do this. And so them doing this is not a bad thing, but it's just strange because no one else is doing it. So there must be something Starship is thinking, and I don't want us to think like, oh, they're so sensitive. When has Starship ever been sensitive? So it's really unusual, you get me? But regardless, I guess it makes them look good. And if you guys want to think, this is a plus one for Starship, so be it. I am just very indifferent about it because, you know, then Starship go ahead and do this every single year if you're gonna be, yeah, if you want to be this way. But I don't think they will. So it's just very, yeah, it's just very unusual. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, yeah. I know it's weird. Anyways, but yeah. Again, I'm not asking for you guys to like agree with me, of course not. I'm just one opinion that is like very hard to understand, which I can totally, yeah, understand of you guys. And I wish I could talk to like fellow Korean monbibs how they think about this, but sadly I don't know any. The only monbibs I know are not in Korea like you guys. So yeah, yeah, just anyways. Um uh Cherry said floods and landslides are so normal it just feels common. I'm sorry for what happened. Cherry, Yeah, it's so interesting. You and my country are so similar, but yeah, it's normal. I know it's so bad to say, but it's normal, right? And it's like they are never sad about it in past years, but now they are. So it doesn't I don't know. Or maybe like internationally people think like we're here in Korea like suffering a lot. Like, those people in those areas are definitely suffering a lot, but it's like sadly it's not the whole country that's suffering. And so hmm yeah, it's just really tough to say. We just go through this normally. I think that's all I could say about it, and it doesn't mean it's okay. Yeah, so I just feel like I'm going in circles. Let's just go. Sherry says, but nothing really stops. Yeah, in her country, either the areas which are sensitive to the flood and landslides are given warning and sent help if needed. Right, right. Us in Korea too. I get warnings all the time of heavy rain, be safe, like, prepare, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the Korean government warns a lot, and I'm pretty sure they prepared all the rescue teams just in case accidents happen. They're on the ready to prepare, and so even for this tunnel accident, that's why doing their best to go through it. Yeah, this is just what we go through every summer. So like it takes a tunnel to collapse where people think like our whole country is suffering. I don't know. So I'm just trying to understand like what will make it like, to what level will it make people feel like this is I don't know. Like I said, I feel like Korea has gone through way worse summer months than this, in all honesty. I really feel like we did. So, um so as you guys know, if ever I am worried about the weather, that's saying a lot, all right? So, if that time comes where I'm very, very worried for my safety and stuff, that's when you guys should be worried, all right? And that probably means like it's in a very different level of natural disaster. And at that point, everyone in the country should be worried. All entertainment should be at a standstill. Then international countries will be like, hey, we need to send help to Korea because they're suffering a lot. I think to that level, then you guys really should be worried about us, and then, delaying all the K-pop stuff, yeah, releases, it should all like be stopped. But this, what's happening right now, is not that level. You get me? And so delaying Mongo for this level is still kind of weird. So like think of it that way. Why I'm still like kind of weirded out by them delaying Mongo, because this is sadly a small thing. Um, it's like if they were going on a road trip, but there was a bad car accident that happened, are they gonna delay that show about them going on a road trip? Of course not, right? So I don't know what's the line of like when they should delay something or not. But the rest of Korea is still going about their lives normally. Like I said, people are still gonna do water sports even when it's raining. Of course they will. So yeah, like, because what we're dealing with is normal and it's not super super big. Yeah, I feel like that's why it just feels kind of strange of like, yeah. Okay. Gianzanarka says, I do know what, yeah, she knows what I'm saying, but that is not affecting me that much, and that's okay for me to feel this way and to not worry. Thank you, but yeah, I'm glad it's not affecting me, of course, but of course I care for the country that I live in, of course. So I don't know if you're thinking like I'm thinking this way because it's not affecting me personally. Of course not. I care about this country, of course, but yeah, like I hope it makes more sense. Is because it's normal for this to happen. Like I think last year there was a lot of accidents in Seoul from the rain. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah, but thankfully, yeah, I'm okay because I know how to keep safe, and really thankful that where I live is generally safe. But yeah, even in Seoul, yeah, nearby me there were a lot of accidents happening, and of course I was sad. But did you guys know about that? Did K-pop or entertainment things pause when all these terrible things were happening in Seoul last year? No, I don't think so, right? So, I mean, from my memory, I don't remember anyone pausing anything. Last year's summer, yeah, I feel pretty sure in Seoul there were a lot of accidents. So, you guys feel me? I hope you guys understand what I'm going with here. The consistency and like the scale of what's going on. Yeah, so yeah. Lulu says there's a writers and actors strike. I wanted to talk to you guys about it, but I never found the time to talk about it. But Sally, let's talk about that next time. That will affect a lot of film festivals around the world, as the stars won't promote movies during that strike. I know. I wonder why Lulu suddenly mentioned this, but I did want to talk to you about it. But sadly, let's save it for next time. Kiyozonika says, private citizens doing water sports now is different from K-pop singers who are always in the spotlight doing water sports. I see, I see. Yeah, yeah. So she's yeah telling me how like yeah, regular Korean people, when they do it is fine, but celebrities is different. I see, I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that's a little bit complicated again. It is. It is. Because I don't feel good that celebrities have to be treated differently from regular people. Like, of course they're different to begin with because they're celebrities, but this is saying when bad weather is happening in Korea, celebrities should not do water sports, but Korean people it's fine for them to do water sports, right? Isn't this very not good to say? So I don't know. I don't know. But like I can't imagine that this episode would trigger anyone in Korea at least. I mean, if it affects people overseas, but it's like you're not living in Korea in this weather, so I don't know if they should really have a say if it upsets them, But Korean people, I feel like that's most important. If Korean people don't like to see celebrities doing water sports when we're in bad rainy season right now, um I find that very hypocritical of Korean people that would be thinking that way. So I yeah, it still does not make sense to me. And I really wish I could talk to a Korean monbebe about this, but I can't. I only have myself, as the only Korean monbebe here, sadly. But still, I'm like American, so I can't really say I'm really Korean, right? So, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. So that's a really what's the line, right? I don't know what's the line. Western people are more mindful and sensitive to tragedies. I respect MX their pause and for being sensitive. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Like, it's not a bad thing to delay it. Of course not. But it does make them look good. So, um, but if they didn't delay it, nothing bad would happen too. I'm pretty sure. But if you guys do think if they did air it tomorrow and it was bad for them, so be it. That's to each their own. But I personally cannot think if they aired this tomorrow, would it be so bad? Given it's a YouTube video and they filmed this in June when there was like no bad weather happening at that time, you know? And the water sports is like nothing related to rain, you know? I don't I it's just it's I it's just so weird to me that people having fun in water sports is considered bad when we are having bad weather in Korea, but this is normal that we have bad weather in Korea right now. This is not unusual. So when there's bad weather in Korea and is rain related, no one should be showing anything water related. Do you guys see like why this is not making sense and like what is the line, right? Yeah, like the more I think about it, just nothing bad would have happened if they aired it tomorrow. Legit nothing. Maybe very, very sensitive people wouldn't like it, but I feel like they would be super, super, super unusually sensitive, right? Can we agree on this, right? Like, I'm speaking as someone who lives in Korea, and what's happening right now is sad. But FYI, today is not raining. Right now is not raining. So if they air it tomorrow and it's not raining and everyone is doing fine, what's the issue? So so I I don't know. This feels like a publicity move the more I think about it, because as you guys are saying, it's making Starship look good. So they could be like, hey, it doesn't matter that we delay it by a week. We have more time to film more episodes. And, and it makes us look good that people think that we care about what's going on. Let's delay it. And people will understand. No one would think bad about it, right? Like I said, it's technically nothing bad. But yeah, but the benefit of doing this is for Starship to look good. But if they didn't do this, then everything would have been normal, right? Nothing bad would have happened. So this is, now I'm thinking, is a big publicity move. But anyway, to each their own. I don't know the whole story. I'm purely guessing, of course. But yeah, just speaking as someone who lives here, and I personally would not have been upset seeing Mongo tomorrow and them doing water sports. Nothing bad would have crossed my mind. Being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're doing all this when we're having bad weather in Korea. No, that would never cross my mind. So anyways, thanks you guys for listening to me, and it's okay to not agree with me. That's what I mean. So it's okay. Whatever everyone thinks, just thank you for listening to me. I don't expect anyone to understand me in all honesty, but I just appreciate hearing my thoughts, and it will stay here on YouTube forever, and I'm fine with that. And I'll see you guys Wednesday night. Blossom, I don't think I've seen you before. Chu from Luna? Is that who you're talking about? I mean, she's no longer in Luna, sorry, but I don't know, where, how else to categorize her. But Chu Can Do It is also postponed. Okay, so she has her show. Okay, she has her show. Okay. Yeah, Cherry, there is such a fine line. Yeah. And Chu is from Cheongju. Okay. I didn't know that she was from Cheongju. And so if she's personally affected because she's from Cheongju and her shows and like her work, she wants to postpone it, that's understandable. Yeah, that's understandable. Now, everyone in K-pop is not doing that. Of course not, So if you are personally connected and and you want to, whatever you want to do. But if she wants to continue her work, I will understand in all honesty, but if this personally affects her and she wants to take a pause, of course that's fine. So yeah, so again, the fine line, what is this fine line? But with Chu, I don't question that, given she's from Cheongju, so I understand. Postpone it, it's for you. And but like I said, it's not a huge tragedy or anything. It's just, this happens normally in Korea. Like the accidents that happened in Seoul last year, do we see people in Seoul like stopping their work? Of course they didn't. So to each their own. Maybe some people did want to stop their work, I don't know, but yeah, if Chu got personally affected by it, then it's totally fine. Cherry says, I feel like for me, it's really sad when a life is cut short, or even when someone whose time has come dies. But death is the other side of the other coin. Where there is life, there is death. Yes, indeed. Yeah. It sucks. It sucks knowing that we will pass away eventually. But, we have this life for a reason. Why do we have this life if we're gonna die in the end? Like, I remember hearing that question from someone. Like, why are we living when the result is that we're gonna die, so I forgot what his answer was. It was a very, very, enlightening answer, but as I'm trying to think about it, but also my personal opinion about it is that I consider life a precious thing, even though the result of it is dying. But every person I meet is affected by me because of me, you know, living at this time. And with my work, is affecting all these people that I work with, and I'm also helping companies make money. So I just feel, that's something that I feel is very precious as well in this life. And and when the time I sadly, pass away, I mean, again, I hope we all live long lives, but anyways, when that time comes, like, I can look back on it and be like, yeah, I'm very happy with this precious life that was given to me, and I completed all this, and I will be okay passing away. So anyways, this is very, very deep, but but yeah, but it's something people should talk about, because if people don't grasp the, of death being our final stage, like, I feel like you probably wouldn't enjoy life much, um or I don't know, but that's a conversation for next time. Okay, let's go. um Lulu says, I wonder if they filmed those water sports in one of those areas that was affected by the floods. Yeah, that one we don't know, but like, I assume it was in Nami Island, and Nami Island is nearby Seoul, Gyeonggi-do, like up where we are. So I technically live nearby Nami Island, but if it was a, if I didn't hear Nami Island was affected by anything. So as far as I'm aware of, only the southern part of Korea was affected, and so Nami Island is north, where we are, nearby Seoul. So, so yeah, again, there's many unknown things that I don't know, but again, I'm guessing about everything. So if those water sports was done in the southern part of Korea, then I can understand. But as far as I know, I don't think the guys have ever said they visited the southern part of Korea. But then again, of course, they could have just not told us. But they never seem like they ever went to somewhere far away. But if they did, the fans would know sometimes, right? I mean, they found them in Nami Island. So if they were to go, they found them in Jeju Island, So if they were in the southern part of Korea, I think fans would have found out. Um, yeah, but anyways, yeah. So that's why there's lots of questions, like, if maybe there's something in that Mongo episode that is sensitive to what's going on, then I can understand. And so, yeah, we won't know until next Tuesday, which is a big day because of Tall Boys Unit, and then wondering what's in this Mongo episode. Yeah, so regardless, I think it's weird, but I'm accepting it. I do not think of Starship in a positive light from it, but if you guys think of them positively for this, so be it. I just like, okay, interesting, and we'll see it next week, and we can judge it from there. Here's the thing, they could be editing it. So for them to delay it 1 week, maybe if there was something in that episode they didn't want to air, they could be editing it right now for it to be ready next week. So we can never know. We can never know then. Yeah, just they have a 1 week delay now. Let them do what they want for 1 week, and we go from there. Um Cherry says, I have always been taught to respect life, but also death, and to accept it because no one can escape it. Cherry, you are so young and so wise. My gosh. Yeah. Yeah, anyways. I know it sucks to talk about. I feel like, there are many people that don't like to talk about death, and I totally understand. So that's why I want to make sure everyone's comfortable before talking about it. But for now, I just say it factually that death is one stage of our life, That's all I'm saying. And yeah, we can have more conversations about it another time. A big hug to Chu because this tragedy happened in her hometown. Of course, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But yeah, to each their own. Like I said, accidents happen in Seoul, and I live in Seoul. But I'm just, life has to keep going. Um, there were terrible things that happened in San Francisco, but I'm just like, life keeps going, So to each their own. So yeah, if you're personally sensitive to it, yeah, that's fine. And some people who are not is fine as well, you know. So yeah, I don't want to like ever think too much about when people decide when they want to pause something or not, you know, like Chu for example. But I can understand at least, you know, that's fine. But I don't want to assume like, you know, how she must be feeling or anything, you know. Just yeah, if she wants to take a break, it's fine. And like I hope her family is okay. So like if her family was affected by it, then yeah, then that's a different story. Yeah, yeah. So but I hope not, because just a few people was affected by it. But if someone she knows was affected by it, then that's a big thing, of course. Yeah. um and so MX guys, they are all fine as far as I know. You know, they were talking with us often. They don't like say anything to us like, I hope everyone's okay. Like they say like, oh, it's raining a lot, you know, be careful. That's all they say. But then they haven't said anything of like, um, you know, really sorry to those cities, or like things and things like that. You know, I remember sometimes like if they know a big tragedy happened overseas, they will say, oh, I want to, you know, I want to say, you know, to the people in that country, I hope that you're okay. They would sometimes say things like that, which is um you know, they don't have to, but it's nice that they did. And so yeah, given they're Korean people and they personally haven't said anything about it, I think that's also why it makes me feel weird too. Yeah, because they're personally not talking about it, which is understandable because we're all not talking about it, you know, in Korea. I mean, like it's in the news. That's what I mean. It's in the news, but K-pop is still going, you know, K-pop is still going. Anyways, yeah, I just it just feels strange. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Lulu says we don't have a lot of deaths. Sorry, we don't have a lot of deaths from flooding in Toronto. It hits me a different way because it's really shocking that the tunnel flooding happened so fast and so many people died. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. To each their own. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. I really don't know how else to say that. It's like, you know, when I first saw that in the news, I'm like, you know, my first reaction was like, yeah, you know, this happens, you know. But then again, I live here and I'm used to these accidents happening, you know. So for Lulu to like react that way, you know, it's just to each their own, you know. Regardless, it's sad, but seeing that in the news didn't really affect me in a big way, even though I am in this country. But it's just it's sad, but it's like expected that accidents like this will happen. It's like car accidents. I know that's a bad analogy, but it's like not everyone drives safely, and car accidents happen all the time, you know. And so this just feels like, you know, we had bad weather like we do every year, and an accident happened because of a bad weather. Like no accident happening because of bad weather is a miracle, you get me? So I wish we had a miracle and no one died from this bad weather. I wish, but miracles rarely happen, as we know. So I think that's why I felt that way of like, you know, I wish it didn't happen, but it's expected that that could happen, you know. So I hope you guys understand. I'm not a heartless person. Yeah, I feel like maybe only Cherry understands me, and that's okay. That's okay. So, okay. So guys, we gotta go. Moonbeam's passing made her more sensitive to death. To each their own. Yeah. So yeah, I still want to talk about Moonbeam because I went to his, what do we call that, memorial site. Yeah, I've been to his memorial site and I wanted to talk to you guys about it because it definitely helped me a lot, and I was hoping if maybe my story could help you guys. But as you know, I can't find the time yet to tell you guys all my stories. um but you know, Moonbin is not the first K-pop singer death I've experienced. For some of you guys might be, but I've experienced many K-pop singer deaths, sadly, and Moonbin is one of the most shocking ones for me. But anyways, another time. You're welcome. I don't know what I updated you about, Games on Arca, but you're welcome. About Itaewon accident. You're welcome. Okay. Lulu says the district knew that Halloween would draw really large crowds. They should have had police do crowd control from the beginning. So Lulu, that's information I'm still not sure about. Yeah, Halloween in that area, Itaewon, is famous for it. And I think the police was already there, but you know, they expected to go normally because every single year goes normally and nothing bad happens. So this is the first time in yeah, this is the first time it happened, and I can believe no one could have ever expected this. So that's why I'm like, should we really blame them for expecting it to go normally? So that's a conversation for next time too. Yes, so yeah, Guillaume's Undercut says, it's a good thing to still delay Mongo. I feel because the episode is about water sports, it wouldn't feel right to air this content right now. Yeah, to each their own. But let's be real. If they didn't delay it, wouldn't you guys still be okay with it? But it's okay. You don't have to answer me, but if they didn't delay it, I feel like everyone would have been fine. You know? Like, the only thing that is positive from this is that you guys are thinking Starship is really good for doing this. And so be it. Yeah. Gianzonaka says, and we've been so blessed to have so many Mongo episodes and have the show going for so long. I don't think it will kill us to wait a week. Of course not. Of course not. That's not my issue. Like, you know, oh, it sucks to wait a week. No, no, no. It's only my issue of the reason to delay it. And yeah, it just feels so, just something doesn't sit right with me that they are delaying it. I know it's weird to say that, like, of course it makes sense to delay it, but for me personally, it's more strange than making sense. Yeah, but regardless, Starship, do what you want, but I am not thinking positively about them. It's just fine. It's weird, but yeah, fine, yeah. And it just makes me keep questioning about Starship, I guess. Yeah, I think that's the result from this. It's like, they're very weird. Yeah. Toronto shuts down streets on New Year's Eve and has lots of people all over for the event. So I feel like because they are prepared because they know bad things will happen, right, girlfriend? Right? I feel like in that sense. But in Itaewon, every single year for like decades, nothing happened on Halloween until last year. So now that finally something bad happened, now every year they should be like prepared all the time now, you know. But that's just the way it is. When one bad thing happens, then it changes, you know. And so yeah, for Toronto and USA, I feel like because they know bad things will happen, and so they prepare. And so now Korea knows Itaewon and Halloween, yeah, will prepare every year now. Yeah, and they might close down streets in Itaewon too because it's only been less than a year since it happened, and so I have a feeling this year, I have a feeling they're not gonna open it, but yeah, but we wait and see. Kelly, where have you been? Oh my gosh, Kelly, what is up? Okay, I don't know if you guys remember Kelly, but she's one of my customers, and she yeah, I haven't seen you in so long. Kelly says, I remember lots of people talking about the event leading up to it, but according to my friends who actually went, there wasn't much police presence to control it. So Kelly, I assume you've been watching my videos, I guess, and you only comment when you want to. So Kelly, yes, Kelly actually had friends that went to Itaewon for Halloween, but they thankfully were fine. But yes, so Kelly says, yeah, according to her friends, there wasn't much police presence to control it. Yes. So as I just mentioned earlier, because they would usually expect Halloween to go fine. Yeah. But then, you know, the investigations, what they report to us is that apparently they like knew lots of people were coming, and like they were like, you know, you guys should prepare because lots of people are coming, you know, just prepare. But then again, nothing bad ever happened in Itaewon until now. And so I feel like they were like, you know, usually it goes fine, it should be fine. I have a feeling they were just thinking it's gonna go fine. But yeah, they really should have like prepared, but they assumed it would be fine. That's kind of my feeling of what happened there. Giazonica says, one of the main reasons why I love Monster X so much is because of the type of human beings they are, because they are always empathetic, so I respect them for doing this. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm not saying MX guys are not empathetic, not at all. Um, hmm. Like I said, they haven't said anything about any of the accidents happening in Korea so far. So that's, I don't know. That's why I'm still kind of, I don't know. Just it just feels weird, you know. And the only things they've said to us is just be careful of the rain. Oh my gosh, it's raining a lot. Be careful of the rain. That's all they said to us, which is normal. Like every single summer, if I remember, I feel like they did every single summer, or more accurately, sorry, every time it rains, not even in the summertime, every time it rains, they always tell us be careful. Or when it's snowing a lot, they tell us to be careful. This is just very, very normal. So now, when there were accidents happening in Korea, like in Seoul last year, but I'm sure not only in Seoul, everywhere in Korea, accidents were happening because of the bad weather. This year as well, accidents are happening because of the bad weather. And up to what scale, when they mention it or not, I don't know. But from my memory, they don't talk about it. From my memory, I can't remember them talking about it. And so it just feels like, because in Korea we're so used to it, and like I just said, for me personally, when I saw that in the news, I'm just like, yeah, it happens. So I don't want to believe like Korean people are really, really affected. I hope, I don't know, I want to believe not, because I don't even see anyone really saying a lot in general, like around me, you know. So yeah, and then MX guys as well, they're not as well. So of course the MX guys are good guys, they always are. Okay, so I'm not saying they're not. So them delaying Mongo, I don't want that to be like automatically, oh my gosh, they're so great, they're so empathetic, this is, yeah, they're just so good. I personally don't like it when people do that, because it's a really, really, really big assumption from something that can be like so many different meanings behind it. Um, so of course I want to believe they are sad, but they might be like me. It's like, yeah, it is sad, but life still goes on, you know? But does that make us bad people for thinking this way? So that's why I hope you guys don't think I'm a bad person for thinking this way. So if you guys are thinking MX guys are like way better people than me, so be it. But yeah, that's why I don't feel good to give them that impression. You know, given that I'm feeling this way and comparing like they're way better people, you know? So yeah, so I'm I don't want to say how I'm feeling is bad. I just hope that people understand why I feel this way, and that's why I haven't like, said anything of like I'm super sad, like I'm really because remember that I was really, really sad when Itaewon happened. I was really, really sad when Moonbin happened. So like I'm always very honest with you guys about it, and I have a level of like what makes me really, really sad, and yeah. So of course these things, accidents are sad, but yeah, but it's yeah, I know. I'm just digging myself a hole, aren't I? And you guys think I'm such a heartless person, but yeah, that's I'm just trying to, let you guys understand me more. Yeah. Yeah. And anyways, yeah, so I can't assume how MX guys feel at all, If they feel like me or they don't feel like me, I don't see them any differently, I'm just like, yeah. And you're a native Korean person, so whatever you feel like, I have no say to it, of course, And so I just overall see like Mongo being delayed. Everyone thinks they're such great people, and I'm like, it's fine, fine. And I hope that, yeah, you just understand my point of view about it, and that, yeah, we just move on. Let's just move on. Yeah. Um. Um. Gianzanarka says, I'm guessing, so at Kelly, I'm guessing your comment was meant for Lulu. Yeah, yeah. And then Gianzanarka says, the content being water related and them therefore postponing the episode makes perfect sense to me. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So I'm definitely just so different, of course. Yeah, and it's fine. Yeah. Kelly says, yeah, she's talking about Itaewon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gian's Undercut says, oh, no, yeah, okay, yeah, so, I don't know if you guys, no, you guys could read each other's comments, because I remember Gian's Undercut and Cherry can't read each other's comments, and so that's why, I'm reading out all of it, so Gian's Undercut asked, I wondered if there was any news about a certain catalyst that started the whole situation, because I heard some unconfirmed rumors. Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm still not sure about those rumors either. Lou says the same night there was a political rally, which was where a good chunk of the police were, and they were not in Itaewon. Oh, I didn't know that. The police seemed pretty lax about the crowds. Yeah. So I think you guys wrote these comments before I said my comment of like nothing bad ever happens in Itaewon during Halloween. So yeah. I'll wait. I think I should read more comments before I comment anymore. And Gianjanica says, I do understand the points you make, Chrissy, but is it really that terrible for them to postpone just in case? It's not that bad to wait a week. Yes. Like I said, there's nothing bad to postpone it, but there's also nothing bad to not postpone it. So them postponing it is fine, but sadly, it makes me question them a lot. Sadly. I would not have questioned them at all if Mongo just continued as normal. We would have been so normal. I would have seen you guys tomorrow night. Nothing. I would have never thought, oh my gosh, why are they doing all this when there's bad weather happening in Korea, but right now it's not. So yeah, so that's why I'm thinking postponing it just leaves me a lot of questions, but of course I accept it. And yeah, I'm most likely the only person that thinks this way, and I'm okay with that. So just thank you for listening, and let's go. Gianzonica says, I feel nowadays K-pop singers really need to watch out about every little thing they post. It's sad but true, so chances are they would have had bad comments for posting this content. We don't know. So that's also a question. For some reason, I feel like they would have been fine. Because why the people over this past weekend did concerts? No one did like a moment of silence. No one mentioned anything about anything, as far as I know. So, yeah. So, it makes me think that Korean people are perfectly fine, because we see this as like, it's unfortunate, but it happens, you know? So unless something in that water sport content was an issue, that's again just my guess, and that's why they need a week to edit it and postpone it. Let it be. But they're saying, Starship is saying, they're postponing it, you know, in respect of like the events going on these days. That's, I don't know. So we don't know if they really mean it or not, or they could be editing it so that it could be like better to show next week. We don't know, but they're not going to tell us the truth of what exactly they could be doing. And yeah, and like guys, the MX guys didn't mention anything. So I don't know. And like during this time of when all this bad weather was happening, they were in Jeju Island having fun. And like, are we judging them for that? Is there any Korean fan that's saying, how could you be having fun in Jeju Island right now when parts of Korea is suffering right now? Have you guys seen any people do that? Because I haven't. So if you guys have seen people do that, then I can believe people will not be happy about Mongo for tomorrow. But yeah, this is why I think it's strange, because things are not lining up. Everyone is fine with them going to Jeju Island and having fun, filming stuff, and whatever they've been doing. Yeah, so how is that different then? You guys see me? Yeah, again, I'm always thinking like this. I'm pretty sure none of you guys think like me. Don't worry, but like I said, thank you for listening. Let's go. Gian Zonaka says, we can agree to disagree. Yes. Again, I totally don't expect any of you guys to agree with me, but just at least listen to my side, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, me living here gives a totally different perspective, and that's understandable. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was thinking that too, and that's okay. So that's why I just really hope you guys just don't think I'm a terrible person, you know. So yeah, so that's why I say all these things, you know. So yeah, um, um, um. Gianzonica says yes. Lots of times it doesn't make sense, but they really are super sensitive people out there. Yes, 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 yeah, yeah. Like I said, they're very, 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 very sensitive people who would think of this as an issue. Okay, so if Starship cares about those people, okay, but when have they ever cared about that? You know, but yeah, how is this any different from them going to Jeju Island? You know, so I'm bringing that up more often now because yeah, how like I didn't question anything about them in Jeju Island, even though yeah, bad weather was happening, but I'm like it's fine. They're just doing their job. Bad weather accidents happen all the time. Life moves on. That's why I didn't think anything about them going to Jeju Island. But like yeah, but like I'm comparing that to like them like people being upset about them doing water sports. How is that different of them going to Jeju Island while all these bad accidents were happening? And like they're just having fun and, you know, not caring kind of, you know? But anyways, I'm assuming a lot of things. I apologize, but you know, I really don't like how like because of one specific thing, that's why it's not good, you know. But then I feel like it should apply to everything, even if it's not water related. You get me? So that's I just don't I don't feel like that's right. um Lulu says maybe we should stop talking about it. Okay, okay, because we won't be able to agree. I don't want us to agree. That's okay. No, 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 no. What do I mean by that? That's not the point of what I'm saying here. The point of me saying this is that I'm a little bit afraid if you guys think I'm a terrible person, and I just really hope you guys can just listen to how I feel about it, given my where I am in like yeah the 10 years I've been here, the 5 years I've been in Monbibit, all my thoughts about everything. You know, if I only lived here for a short time and I've only been a Monbibit for like a short time as well, I'm pretty sure I would not have this perspective. I feel pretty sure, you know, but so yeah, so just keep that all in mind. That does affect why I think this way. And yeah, I'm perfectly fine just at least listening to my point of view, and that's it, you know. And also because like I said, I was a little bit worried if you guys think I'm a terrible person, and so that's all I want to say on that. Yeah. um Excuse me. But I don't believe in what is right or wrong. That's another thing I want to clarify. Nothing is right or wrong. I just think it's strange. It's just strange. Yeah. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I know. I had a feeling it wasn't gonna end, so that's why I'm doing my best to conclude. Don't worry, guys. The floods last year happened in August, and many celebrities donated money for the disaster. It was especially bad because of flooding in Gangnam. I think I was in Japan, so I didn't. Last summer I was in Korea. What are you talking about? It's okay. It's okay. So, no, I was in Korea every single summer. As far as I can remember, I have never left Korea in summertime yet. Yet I have not yet. No, no, no. Sorry, I did once, but that was in 2018. Yeah. So, anyways, recent. I have not left Korea in the summer months. And yes, celebrities donated. That's right. And yeah, but nothing got delayed or canceled unless it was directly affected by weather, I guess. But not saying like, you know, we're delaying or cancel something in respect for something. I don't remember anything like that happening. Nothing to my memory, but just canceling because of weather conditions. And yeah, so yeah, but how is that different from what's happening right now? I'm not sure. Like, is there a different level? So that's why I'm like, yeah. Anyways, yes. So Lulu says I'm thinking outside the box, but perhaps a staff member or maybe friends were affected by the floods and they delayed it because of that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's hard to say if it's hard to say. Like if I were to give another example, if a staff's parent passes away, then Mongo gets delayed? Of course not. You guys get me? So if a Monster X member family passes away, of course they would delay it. You guys get me? So related to a staff or friend wouldn't affect that big of a deal. Do you guys get me? So that's my feeling on that. Diazonica says yes. She says she understands. So it's more the case that you think it's really weird, not that you mind waiting. Right. Yeah. See, that's why I was worried if you guys were thinking wrong things. Yeah. So that's why I just wanted to make sure all was clarified. I don't mind waiting. Is the action that I'm confused about, and I think it's weird. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Kiyosanoka, do you really understand what I was saying? So she says, I can't say you're wrong about them having an ulterior motive since I don't know what they're thinking either. Who knows, right? Okay. I'm like very relieved that you understood that point I was making. Yeah, I made lots of points, of course, but thank you for understanding that one point I was thinking. I mean, I could be really too much thinking about it. I totally understand that as well. But that's why I say just thank you for listening to me. I'm just this weird black sheep, but I do appreciate when that I'm not thought of in the wrong way of what I'm thinking about. So yeah, but we can never know. Yeah, because I seeing Starship in, well, what am I trying to say with this? I have yet to see Starship prove to me that they are caring, loving human beings. Do you guys get me? I have yet to see them prove that to me. So I think that's also why I don't think of them in this way at first until they actually prove it to me. Yeah, I laugh about it because I have yet to see them prove that to me. Lulu says, I hope they will be strict with the numbers for the clubs, right? Yeah. So I honestly don't think they should be celebrating Halloween in Itaewon when it's just 1 year later. But if they do, I hope they're very strict and they have enough preparement for it. I hope so. Lulu says, like Times Square, where they restrict the amount of people there and wristband them. Common sense to know the crowds will bring the possibility of trouble. Right. I know. Like I said, in Korea, it's different. Remember I said how theft is very rare in Korea? It's like that kind of feeling. Like, they every year in Itaewon for Halloween always goes fine and they expect it will be just fine, and so it's tough to say, like, could they have really thought it was really gonna be bad when nothing bad ever happened before, so sadly it just takes this one moment for one bad thing to happen, and now forever they will prepare for Itaewon because of this. So pros and cons, right? Like, what can we say? Giazonica says, no, Chrissy, I don't think you're a bad person for thinking that way. That was most important to me, so thank you for that. We're all different and things affect us differently. Yeah, but still, I hope you guys didn't have the wrong thinking of why I'm saying these things as well. And so I'm as long as nothing is misunderstood, and thank you for listening to me. Yeah, that's most important. That's it. Cherry says, we all think differently, so no, you are not a heartless person because of it. You just accept death is all. Thanks for saying that too. I know, but it's still weird. It's still weird for me to say things like this, right? Yeah, I know. But anyways, that's a conversation for next time. Kelly, what? It's just so shocking to me to see Kelly here. So what Lulu said is true. They had a good chunk of police elsewhere, so that was bad timing. Why on Halloween? Was there another thing happening? But yeah, so it's just unfortunate. They just didn't expect something like this would happen. So yeah. Kelly said, however, I think they should have known about the crowd because lots of college students I remember were talking about being excited to go. Right. So Kelly, I mean, I've been to Itaewon for Halloween before too, and everyone, it's like everyone knows that's the spot to go for Halloween. That's why I went when I was in college. So for decades, I want to assume for decades, it's always been this way. And in general, people are not crazy, but guns are illegal in Korea, so like, nothing like that would happen. But like, I think the worst that could happen is just people being too drunk, so then they would have fights or something, or but in general, crime is quite low in Korea in general, so I think the police were there just to take care of any like domestic issues, which is most common to happen. But yeah, I don't think they were ever thinking a crowd like issue would ever happen, because in forever there is always lots of people that go and nothing bad ever happens. So that's why I had that feeling they expected that. And like COVID is still like not okay. So I think they were thinking like, shouldn't people like still stay at home? But then it went way beyond everyone's expectations. And I don't think it's good to blame people that they didn't expect these things to happen. I feel like that's asking way too big on someone when nothing bad has ever happened before. So sadly, the first bad thing has happened now. People have learned now, and I feel pretty sure now all the time they will be prepared now. Yeah. So yeah, that's long story short. We gotta go. Okay. Kelly says, since even though Halloween Itaewon happens yearly, it didn't happen during COVID, so lots of people were excited for the first Halloween events since COVID. Right, yeah. But still, COVID was still not good last year, but now this year people are feeling better about COVID. So that's why last year I still felt like, shouldn't people like be staying, not be, they should still not be going out that often, last year. But yeah, so anyways, Kelly, I hope you get my point of view about that as well. I feel like it's not good to blame people for not expecting things, you know. I just feel like that's very, you know, what's the word? Like, again, because nothing bad has ever happened to one before. And yeah, all these situations, blah blah, they should have expected this. I just feel like that's really unfair to be like, you guys should have expected this. Yeah, that feels very unfair to me. So I hope you understand my perspective on that. Lulu says, I agree. It seems the police in City of Seoul don't care about young people. No. Don't think like that. Yeah. So that's another thing. I really hope people don't think that way. So, whether they care or not about young people, I'm not sure. Well, I personally have never talked to a Korean policeman before, so I can't say how exactly it is, but I'm personally more afraid of American police officers than Korean police officers, if you guys know what's going on in USA. So, I don't want to ever think they really are that judgmental. Police are police for a reason. They are there to protect us, and but in USA it's a different story. But in Korea, I would like to believe they are doing their job, and yeah, it's just they just sadly were not prepared for what would happen on that day, and I think we should not be angry at them for not expecting this to happen. Okay, let's go. Gianzonica says maybe Starship is trying to be extra careful. Sorry, extra careful right now since they had that big mishap a few days ago with that. Yeah, with the new jeans thing. It's possible. It's very possible. So yeah, these are all our guesses. By the way, it's almost past midnight. It's okay. Don't worry. So, um, yeah, it's very possible if maybe they want to be even more careful because they're walking on eggshells right now. It's possible. It's possible. So yeah. So I think more of like, Starship is doing something, and I personally don't accept it quickly, as you guys have heard and seen me talk about, and that's why I just gave my opinion about it like that. And yeah, so Gianzanaka also gives this other perspective that I'm like, it's possible, and whatever the motive and plan and whatever is going on for wanting to delay Mongo, um, most people will think of it as like, understandable, it's fine, all good. And here I am, the black sheep, where I just feel very very strange about it. And I just appreciate you guys understanding my perspective about it. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Um. Oh no, don't worry. So why saying sorry? Don't say sorry. She debated talking about it since I still remember that night and worrying about my friends. Yes, yes. So Kelly, like, yeah, had like a personal experience even though she didn't go there. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for wanting to chime in. Don't worry, Kelly. And girlfriend, I was thinking you were like so busy these days, but I do actually plan to contact you eventually. But I was just what's the word? I still have a lot of things I'm dealing with right now. But Kelly, it's just so nice to see you after so long. Just as always. And so don't worry, and thank you for sharing your thoughts about it and personal feelings about it. And yeah, and yeah. So I come with this perspective of like, just wanting to be fair, and I just, yeah, I think putting the blame on people because they weren't prepared for it just makes me feel a little bit sad for them. So that's why I just, yeah, I have my own feelings about it. And I don't know if we ever have time to talk about it in depth, but sadly we have to go. Let's go, guys. Lulu says they should have planned it with the clubs to anticipate the numbers and random people that just want to be there and walk around. Yeah, Lou, I know, but I feel like that's asking a lot. Every year they do this, and it goes fine. And yeah, just maybe they should have thought, since it's they, I don't know. I just feel like it's still unfair for me to say like they should have prepared everything. I don't know. That just makes me feel kind of bad to say that. So I think they prepared as usual. And that's not a bad thing that they prepare as usual. And and yeah, and sadly I don't want to say that it's their fault that this accident happened. So even if they did prepare, this accident wouldn't have happened. We don't know, right? We can't say that for sure. So I personally want to call this, I just feel bad to put the blame on someone when I don't really feel like they should be punished for it. So this accident was sad, and we will make sure that in the future it doesn't happen again. That's what I feel like is the most to take from this. And yeah, I just feel bad punishing people for something they couldn't, what's the word? Okay. Gianzarka says, yeah, I think you're right that they should have anticipated that even more people would go after COVID. Okay. Yeah, okay. So anyways, I hope you guys understood where I'm coming from. Gianzarka says, well, considering that this content is content the members are making and thinking about themselves for large parts, I don't think it's far-fetched to suppose it's MX who wants to postpone, not Starship. Um, so I can't say I'm right on this information. Sorry, on this information. So Gans Undercut said this content the members are making and thinking about themselves for the large part. Sadly, I don't think so. So again, I can't say I'm right, but I sadly don't think so. So let's take Mondiana Jones for example. They did not plan any of that. It was no one's idea to do Mondiana Jones. They did not have that whole idea was done by the staff. Like the members had no idea. They were like going with the flow, trying to figure out the games, trying to win. And no, that whole concept of Mondiana Jones, they just see that, okay, so we're doing this game, that's cool, the staff planned all this, we're gonna go and then just go at it. So to say that they are like making and thinking most of the Mongo content does not make sense to me, since Mondiana Jones clearly did not show that. So I'm not sure how exactly Mongo production is, the members, what exactly is going on, but for now it seems like the staff, they are in charge of this show. And like they get the ideas from the members, but it's only ideas, but the members don't like plan out everything to a T, so that's all done by the staff. And so Um, so that's why I personally still feel like who decided on postponing Mongo is most likely Starship. And Starship wants to postpone it for whatever reason they want to do. And right now, it's believed they want to postpone it to be nice about the situation going on. But no one else is doing that except Starship, unless you are personally affected by this event. And so it's again why I find it strange. And um, MX guys, as far as I know, except I am and Hyungwon are from Gwangju, but as far as I know, I don't think Gwangju has anything serious going on. Um, but regardless, uh, it's just I feel like it takes a lot to delay something or cancel something, especially in K-pop. It usually takes a lot. So, given this accident happening from bad weather, this is not a huge thing where it calls for a postponement. So that's again my feeling on that I was saying earlier. So this is not a huge thing, and that's why I'm still very confused about it. Um yeah, so I don't know. Anything could be happening and they don't want to tell us, so maybe there is a very big reason to delay it, but they're not going to tell us what exactly is it. And I respect that. And so yeah, I just think again, when I first saw that announcement, that tweet, and like my first reaction was just like, wow, that's weird, so yeah, so that's why I'm just telling you guys exactly how I was feeling. Yeah, once I read it and like all my thoughts about it, and then I have to tell you guys like, hey, we're not gonna do Mongo tomorrow, blah blah blah. But then I had a feeling, yeah, I had to tell you guys how I personally feel about it. So yeah, so that's all I just wanted to say. And as long as you guys don't think I'm a terrible person, that's it. That's it. That's it. Um, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Lulu says, I get it. You're suspicious of Starship for the move-in delaying Mongo, but not delaying Seonu and Hyungwon photos. Wano's departure scars are still showing. Sure. So yeah. So that the consistency, yeah, confuses me. So delaying Mongo is fine, but Tall Boys unit promotion and teasers is still fine to keep going. Yeah, the consistency doesn't make sense to me either. So yeah, but regardless, right, one of departure scars, like of course, like I'm always so I hope you guys know I've always hated Starship before Wano left. I hope you guys always remember that. I've always hated them before Wano left, but after Wano left made me hate them even more, of course. So I hope you guys always keep that in mind. So um yeah, so that's why I still never trust Starship, and they have yet to prove to me that they are loving, caring human beings. And yeah, that's it. So if you guys think Starship is so great for doing this, go ahead. I can't change anything. Wait, what does that mean? I am not here to change people's minds. I just give my perspective, and you guys think the way you want. That's what I mean to say. Yeah, that's it. Being in Seoul, you are desensitized by the flooding happening every year. It's a thing that happens, but the amount of rain now that's occurring is a little unsettling. Sure. Yeah. So again, I see this every year. So yeah. So you think right now it's really really bad? Last year was bad too. Do you guys remember the news? And like you guys were worried about me, but I'm like, guys, it's okay. Like it is worrisome, but this happens all the time, sadly, and these days is getting a bit worse, and people say it's because of global warming, but I'm sure there's many other reasons for it. And so yeah, it's bad, but it's normal. And Korean people are prepared for it. Like people who are not prepared for it will sadly suffer the consequences, so those are what we're seeing, the consequences. But most people are prepared and being as safe as possible. and hopefully people are not doing dumb things like if it's completely flooded somewhere or something, please don't go, so like there are many ways to prevent from getting hurt. But some people, may be like, I still have to go, I have work I need to do, blah blah blah, so yeah, like I said, in bad weather, accidents is bound to happen unless a miracle doesn't make anyone hurt, which will be, ideal, but we can't expect miracles to happen all the time. So, um, yeah, so I, I just hope that you guys understand why I feel this way, and there's nothing we can do about it. And K-pop does not stop, entertainment does not stop, people working does not stop. No one is like doing anything, moment of silence. There's nothing like that going on in Korea. So, yeah, so Starship doing this makes you guys think it is very serious here, but it's not. So that's also why I just wanted to like let you guys know it's weird they want to delay it when it's not super serious in Korea. What's going on right now? It's not raining for the past like 24 hours. We're fine, we're fine. And then why Starship decides today when it's not raining, we're not gonna show Mongo tomorrow. So so it's really strange everything that's going on. And yeah, just yeah, I just yeah. I just really hope you guys don't think too much about what's going on here. Like I said, when it is something to worry about, I will let you guys know. All right. So, yeah. Um. Gianzonaka says, yeah, the ideas come from the members, and I think they talk with the staff about it a lot. Okay. So again, I can't say what I think is true, and Gianzonaka, you're the same. We can't say what you think is true too. I don't see it yet that they really talk a lot about it. Like Mondiana Jones, no one said, oh, I thought of this as my idea, like like we thought this would be fun to do. No one said anything like that about Mondiana Jones. They all didn't know what was going on until they got there to learn all the rules and stuff. Like, yeah, all of them like weren't even understanding the rules like well and stuff. So they give ideas, but the whole production is done by the staff, and MX just goes and be themselves, so I feel like it's unfair to say MX guys are in the production team when they clearly are not showing it. So they just have ideas, but I don't think Mondiana Jones was any of their ideas, because none of them said this was my idea to do this, so yeah, so I think at this point all the guys are just preparing Tall Boys unit, preparing military, preparing, they're preparing more important stuff, while Mongo, I feel like, is more done by the staff, and the members just are like a small percentage, in my opinion. But again, I can't say I'm right. Gianzonaka can't say that she's right. We are just, yeah. But I'm going by how Mondiana Jones was. Like, no one was saying like my idea or anything like that. So that's why I feel like, yeah. And also they have more things to do, not related to Mongo, that they have to take care of. Gianzonaka says, the members always say openly that it's their own content, so they are immediately associated with the content. It makes sense to me that they have a lot, that they have a bit of a say in postponing it. Okay, when do they say that? So I'm talking about Mondiana Jones, for example. When did they say things like that? So in the beginning, they're like, yes, this is our own content, and we're gonna like try to think of like ideas for the next things to do, blah blah blah. So they said that all in the beginning, but as time went on, all these other things like they did Shonu, I.M was Shonu's manager, because Juhan said, oh, you guys should do a show of I.M being of I.M and Shonu doing something. That was all he said. But then that led to them thinking, oh, let's have I.M be Shonu's manager. But Juhani didn't say, oh, he should be his manager. No, so that was the production staff idea. But Juhani just gave them like the thought, and they ran with it. So that kind of shows to me like MX are just like a small percentage, but they are not like having Mongo as like part of their regular schedule or something, you know. So the production staff, they are the main people making Mongo so entertaining, giving them all these ideas and running with it. Like, it's definitely the production team that should have the most credit for Mongo being very exciting, more so than MX guys. The MX guys are just the people acting in it, and they make it fun as well, but credit should be to the production team for making them do stuff that's exciting, you know. So that's yeah. So I don't want to, that's so again, I'm just saying, because all the credit to MX doesn't make sense to me. The production staff should have more of the credit. Okay, so anyways, Gyanzarka, I hope you understand me. Yeah, it's just unless you can really prove to me that the MX guys are really having a big say in it, but I so far haven't seen that yet. So that's why I'm saying my perspective like this. I hope you understand me. Um, Gyanzonaka says, whether it's bad or normal, we wouldn't really know. We only see the news, just take it as something good when we worry about you and ask you if you're okay. Okay, of course. Right. Yeah, I know. So I can believe if you guys see that in the news, you will think it's really bad. I can imagine that, you know. And yes. If you guys worry about me, yes, I mean, but I personally don't like people worrying about me for no reason. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine. I wish I could show you guys my window, but it is not raining right now. So it's just, you know, I don't want you guys to worry for no reason. I don't like that either. So, but okay, yes, but anyways, everything is fine. Mongo postponing is weird, but don't take that as like Korea is suffering a lot, because we're not. We're okay. Accidents happen all the time, and we cannot be sad about every single accident that happens. So that is it. Let's go and let's hope um, no more accidents happen, but that's impossible. So yeah, when there's something to worry about, I will let you guys know. Gianzanaka says, even if it's annoying, just bear with us when we want to know you're doing well. Okay, buddy, okay. It's not easy for us to know about your situation from our part of the world. Okay. I understand. Okay, I understand. But as I just said, I will let you guys know when there's something to worry about. Again, I don't want you guys to worry for no reason, and I wouldn't want you to worry about me when there is something to worry about, in all honesty, but because I care about you guys, of course, and I know you guys care about me, when there is something to worry about, I will tell you guys honestly. And yeah, but right now everything is fine. Don't worry. Mongo's being delayed. Please don't worry about anything. That's why I said all the things I said. And I will see you guys Wednesday night, and hopefully Tall Boys unit will be good on that day, hopefully. But keep expectations low, and I'll see you guys then. Has any other company delayed anything? That's what I was curious about. So Chu did, because that's her hometown, so that's understandable. As far as I know, this past weekend, which is when these bad things happen, all concerts happened. I'm pretty sure all fan signs happened. Didn't IM do his fan sign? Right? So why is that different? How come that's okay? But then, and as you guys saw, no one made a big deal about it. So that's what I'm saying, why this is weird for Mongo to be delayed, and I hope you guys just understand my perspective. That is all. Gianzanika says, I think we're just talking in circles. I know. I apologize if it seemed that way. So I just wanted to make sure that everything was understood and not misunderstood. So that's why I said the things I did. So not to convince anyone, but I just really wanted to make sure nothing was misunderstood. So I hope everyone understood of me not being misunderstood. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go. Yes. Goodbye. Thank you, thank you. I'll end with this dream I had of I am, and we can end on that note. I think will tickle you guys, okay? So and yeah, bye, bye, bye. Lulu says the news always shows the really bad stuff. Yeah, always keep that in mind. And so when I hear news about, other countries, and I know you guys are from that country, I will always ask you guys, hey, I just heard this and this and this, but I want to know from your side what's going on. Is it like as bad as it seems? And so I will always do that if I know people in that country, and so just keep that in mind. And so I would love it if you guys do that to me. It's like, hey, we heard about this and we think it's really bad. Are you okay? Or like, wanting my perspective on it. I would love it if you guys like would want to ask me anytime, And yeah, and of course, yeah, you guys care about me, of course. But like I said, don't worry for no reason. But that's why I appreciate, yeah, asking me about it. Yeah. The tunnel flooding and deaths made it to your local news. Wow, wow, wow. Why? Yeah, anyways, yeah, I mean, it is sad, but it's very interesting if overseas they think this is like so terrible what's going on in Korea. It is sad, but it's not the most terrible thing to happen, so yeah. But anyways, I'm glad to let you guys know how I feel, how I feel in Korea in general. Like, no one in Korea feels like, everything feels so normal, so it's just so weird that you guys think it's like this catastrophic thing, but I'm like, everything in Korea feels so normal, so yeah, so I'm just glad to tell you guys, and just take it as it is. Let's go. Yes, Moonbeam's passing made it to your local news. I'm still so surprised about that overseas local news. Yeah, I guess because of BTS, it put K-pop on the spotlight. So even though most people probably don't know who Moonbeam is, but they still wanted to report about it, most likely for views. Let's be real, but still, I appreciate just sharing condolences in some sense. And yeah, I hope we can talk about Moonbeam next time. It makes us international fans concerned, of course. Yes, yes, yes. And so I hope, yeah, to always help you guys understand where I'm coming from, since I live here. And of course, but I share a perspective that I don't know if other Korean fans have, so always keep that in mind as well. But yeah, yeah, okay. Good night, take care, sweet dreams. Thank you. Shonu and Hyungwon will have time to say goodbye to Honey and send him off. Thank goodness. Surely they will delay their showcase to the late evening. So they didn't say anything about what will happen on release day. Yeah. We gotta wait until they announce things like that. Yeah. Bye. No, I'm gonna share my dream and then I'm gonna go, Lou. I don't know if you're still here. Okay, sorry, Cherry says it's fine, Chrissy. Floods and landslides are uncommon for a lot of people. Thank you for saying that. I need to remember that, so that's why it could feel weird with other people. Yeah. So it's understandable who don't understand. Yes. And so Cherry says, I understand you. Don't worry about it. And I appreciate that. So it's okay. And people that don't understand me is okay, as long as they don't misunderstand me. So that's most important conclusion. Thank you, Cherry, for your thoughts and everyone's thoughts here. Thank you for sharing. And I thank you for listening to me. And yeah, if there is any misunderstanding, please ask me, because I really, really hate misunderstandings. And so that's why I kept saying the things I did, hoping that I was clearly saying it clearly. Yeah. I swear English is my native language, but I don't think so anymore. Yes. Lulu says, thank you for keeping it real, and I'm always gonna keep it real. So thank you for saying that. So now, guys, what happened in my dream last night? I didn't interact with I am, all right? So I'm going to put that out first. I didn't interact with him, so here's what happened. I, for some reason, was buying I am's showcase concert tickets. so I was on my computer attempting to buy his concert ticket, and the system in my dream was different. So like, we pick a seat, and we have to pick a seat before someone else takes it, right? So in my dream, I just click this button to get a ticket, and then I randomly and I am randomly selected a seat. Honestly, that's really good. I think ticketing companies but people want to pick their seats, of course, but I feel like if it's a small venue and it's so competitive, just like just randomly give it to us. But then again, no, honestly, that wouldn't go well. Never mind, never mind. Don't answer about that. So in my dream was randomly a seat given to me. So I click on it to buy a ticket, thinking, man, am I gonna get a ticket? So I click on it, and a random seat was given to me, and I was like, what? Did I really just get a ticket? And I look at my seat and I'm like, oh, that's a really good seat. And I'm like, yeah, that's not bad at all. And then I go about buying the ticket, right? Now, I'm buying the ticket, but in my brain, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, am I really going? And I'm like, oh, I really don't want to go. Of course, my dream Chrissy has the same brain as real Chrissy, of course. So I'm thinking as I'm buying this ticket, oh, man, I really don't want to go, but I mean, I luckily got a ticket. Of course I should go. So like I'm debating with myself. It's like, wow, am I really going to his concert? So like, real Chrissy is like the same in Dream Chrissy, and so and so that was happening. And then in conclusion, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going. Like, of course I'm gonna buy this ticket, but I can't stop thinking, I don't really want to go. but yeah. So, and the dream ended like that I was gonna go to I.Am's concert. so I, so I wake up this morning and I'm like, did that really just happen? And so I'm thinking, hey, maybe I should go on the ticketing website and see if my dream comes true and I find a ticket, So I go online and see if I find a ticket. I did not find a ticket. Of course not. It's still all sold out. And so I was just like, such a hilarious dream. And so I'm thinking, my dreams rarely come true. All right, guys. So maybe I dreamed this because it means I am not gonna go to his concert. anyways, I just thought it was hilarious. And if I end up getting a ticket to his concert, I'll let you guys know. But I really want to believe I'm not going to be able to get a ticket. So don't have any expectations. But I thought this dream would tickle you guys because it completely tickled me. And so I was always planning, since I was going to see you guys today for Son Chae-ex, I'm like, yeah, I had to tell you guys my silly dream. Aren't my dreams so hilarious? And so anyways, I don't know why I'm dreaming so much of MX these days. I usually don't dream about them this often, in all honesty, but I think with all the situations happening with MX these days, I guess that's why they're appearing more in my dreams. But no Gi-hyun, how hilarious. No tall boys, I still haven't seen them in my dreams yet. Isn't this hilarious? No Minhyuk either. I don't know, but I usually don't dream about Minhyuk anyway. But anyways, hilarious. All right, so we end on that note, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Sneaky I.Am entered my dream. Yes, he did. I know, Lou. I know, Chair. I know. Yes, I don't like I.Am style music. It was a bit of a nightmare. It was not a nightmare, but in my dream, my feeling, I was really feeling like I really don't want to go. So it was really weird, like I still do feel this way, if I get a ticket, that's great, but I kind of still don't really want to go, but yeah, if I could luckily get a ticket, I will go happily, only for him. I.Am is so lucky that I love him so much, okay, so only for him, not for the music. So yeah, but I really want to believe I'm not gonna get a ticket. All right, so this is probably my only experience to get an I.Am ticket, only in my dreams. Hilarious. Okay, and not a nightmare. Okay, yeah, I know my dreams are so funny. I know, I'm glad to entertain you guys with my dreams. My subconscious is hilarious, okay? And reluctantly going to I.Am's concert. I really was so reluctant in my dream, and then I woke up and I was like, hilarious, yeah. Lulu says, as terrifying as being chased by Shawnee Mannequin, Chrissy buying an I.Am concert ticket. No. Your dream is more terrifying, Lulu. Stop it. But I know you're just joking with me, but yeah. Yeah, I just thought it was hilarious. But yeah, if I do get a ticket, you guys will know how I feel. But of course, I'll still happily go. That was probably a bit of a relief when there were no tickets. No, Cherry. I mean, it would have been cool if I found a ticket in real life. You know, I was thinking, man, would be hilarious, but it didn't happen. But it would have been cool. But you know, but still, my feeling still would have been like, I wish I could go to Infinite. I still wish I could go to Infinite's concert. So, anyways, Lulu says maybe you should get a Shonu X Hyungwon Pepsi concert. I'm trying not to buy a ticket to their New York date. Girlfriend, I'm shocked you don't want to go. But then it's very expensive for you to go to New York, right? Up to you, up to you. I wish they were going to Canada instead, of course. So, getting a Pepsi concert, I can't yet. I can't try to get a ticket yet. So when I'm able to, I'll let you guys know if I'm able to get a Pepsi ticket or not. But yeah, if I end up getting this Pepsi concert ticket, then for sure I can't go see IM's concert, you know? So maybe this dream is it hopefully foreshadowing my attempt to get a Pepsi concert ticket? I don't know. So wish me luck. All right, and I'll let you guys know once that time comes if I am going to Pepsi or not. Games Anarcha says, Chrissy, you really don't have to go if you don't want to. Yes, she says, I'm supporting IM in other ways is totally fine. I know. So for me personally, yeah, I don't really want to go, even in my dreams, okay? But as you guys know, my love language is quality time. So any time when I can be just around any MX guy, I really do love it since it's my love language. So even when I hate the music, doesn't matter. I'm spending quality time with IM, and that still means a lot to me. So yeah, guys, like, don't worry. If I do actually go to IM's concert, it's gonna be fine. All right, just always remember, I'm a quality time person. No matter what we're doing, as long as we're spending time together, I really, really love that. It's really, yeah, it's just, I'm a big quality time person. So yeah, don't worry. My dreams, yes. And she wonders who will show up in my dreams tonight. I don't know. I'm honestly waiting for Gion, but I think if he does show up, it's not going to be a fun dream, you know? His dreams, Gion in my dreams are usually not fun, so it's okay. So I welcome anyone in my dreams, and I will share with you guys only if it's interesting. Yeah, okay. 550 Canadian dollars just to fly to New York City. Oh, that's so expensive. Okay. That's so expensive. Yeah, but I'm shocked you're still debating about it. So it depends on you, but that's really too much. But I'm trying to think that's cheaper than flying to Korea, but up to you, girlfriend. But yeah, do what you're comfortable with is most important. Our Sunshine Jew, yeah, will it be Sunshine Jew or Difficult Gion? I don't know. Or maybe Tall Boys Unit, I don't know. I'll share with you guys next time if it's something interesting. Maybe Juhan will try to steal me away again in my dreams. I wonder. He's been really showing up a lot, but nothing like, you know, stealing me away has been happening. But yeah, if you guys, Cherry is like, Gion should be there to see Juhan steal Chrissy. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys don't make your own Korean drama. Stop it, guys. Okay, so anyways, we'll see if my subconscious takes in this information for my future dreams. Who knows? And I'll let you guys know next time. Thank you as always. Be healthy, be careful, be safe. Good day, good night, be happy, stay happy, and take care as always. Take care of everything. Say goodbye to Hyungwon and Shonu. I should have like changed the photo every so often, but it's okay. Yeah, but I'll see you guys Wednesday night. And yeah, until next time. Cherry, she says, our Korean drama featuring Chrissy is so fun. I'm glad you guys at least have fun. That's most important. Okay, but calm down. And I'll let you guys know what happens in my dreams next time. Lulu said, I had a dream of reading in a very large library with Hyungwon and Minhyuk. Minhyuk kept talking to himself and getting shushed by the librarian. What the heck? Lulu's dreams are legit a K-drama. I never have dreams like that, you know, like so plain and simple like that, you know? So I will like to have a plain simple dream one day though. That would be interesting. Yeah. And then Cherry says very on point. So fun. So about her dream. Yeah. All right. All right. Oh, my phone was on silent. Did anything happen? Oh no, we all good. Yeah, we all good. Oh my gosh, guys! By the way, do you guys see my new phone case? I really like that it covers the camera lens. Okay, so anyways, it is not showing off my stuff day. Okay, so bye guys. Have a great Monday. I think most of you guys are on Monday or now Tuesday for some of us here. See y'all later. Lulu says it ended with me asking Hyun if he was done with his book. So cute, so cute. And Cherry says, because, oh my gosh, do I like a difficult man? Good question. Cherry, good question. Can we talk about that next time? Yeah, let's talk about it next. I don't think I like a difficult person, but let's talk about it next time. Okay. And Jerry says that's cute. Okay. I'm going now. Those are the last comments I can read. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Bye. See ya soon.